Welcome to the Samwell B12 experience,
where we have you covered for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Blue Jays, and more. Argos. Make sure to subscribe today.
Hey, what's up, sports fans? Welcome in. We got the game ball. We are ready to go. CFL Week 10 action is kicking off momentarily, and this is going to be an absolute doozy, a rematch, if you will, from last weekend. It is the Stampeders. It is the Argonauts going toe-to-toe. Both these teams are 4-4. Who is going to go ahead today? And there is some news. There are some stories going into today's game. So hello, everybody in the chat. Welcome in James, Triton, and everybody watching along. Thank you for being here. We'll get the other stats up as the game is getting going. But here it is. Let's break it down. The Calgary Stampeders have not had a back-to-back sweep of Toronto since 2008. B. Disney, what's going on? Welcome in. Since 2008. That's a long time. Calgary right now, they have 4 wins at home, undefeated at home, but they're 0-4 on the road. They have not been able to put it together, and the team only has 1 victory in its last 10 games away from McMahon Stadium in Calgary. 7 of Calgary's 8 games have been decided in the final 3 minutes. Dave Dickinson, he is 12-2 versus Toronto Argonauts. Last week, Calgary's defense was insane. They forced Cameron Dukes out of the pocket on 9 occasions and picked up 6 sacks. The Argonauts, on the other hand, the Argos have won 12 of their past 13 games at BMO Field. They are definitely a home performing team, and their past 8 in a row home win against West teams. So they are living it up. Now, last week, Cameron Dukes had a league-wide season-high 95 rushing yards by a quarterback. However, he will not be the starting quarterback today. Arbuckle is going to get the call. Now, Mechie, well, he tied a career high with 9 tackles last week, adding an interception and a forced fumble as well. Jonathan Jones set a personal best with 11 defensive tackles last week. As I said, Nick Arbuckle is going to come in at the starting QB today. Not much changes in regards to both depth chart lineups from week 9. But it is Nick Arbuckle, the big change. The new quarterback coming in, getting the start. Cameron Dukes he was a little banged up, and he is going to be playing backup role here tonight. So Arbuckle is in, Dukes are out. That is the big change on the field for the Argonauts. Other than that, they are set to go. We will be getting this game rocking and rolling momentarily, and it is going to be an absolute barn burner. Of course, the Argos trying to turn things around. They had an unbelievable performance last week. They took a commanding lead into the fourth quarter, but the Stampeders managed a couple of scores in those first few minutes, and then in the rest of the quarter, they were able to dominate and take it down. Onyx, what's going on, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Will the Toronto Argonauts be able to play a complete game tonight and get this thing locked down? They're currently sitting third in the East going into week 10 here. They got 8 points. As I said, they are 4-4. The Calgary Stampeders sitting in third in the West, also at 4-4. Now, the Argonauts have a bye week after this week, so they will get kind of an extended rest, 2 weeks off before they come back and get going. Now, no news yet on the Chad Kelly situation. 9 weeks is what he was supposed to be out. 9 games, I should say. So this being the 9th game, you would think he would be eligible to return after the bye week for the Argonauts. However, there has been no comment for the league on Kelly's reinstatement and if he will, in fact, be able to come back following the bye week. Duke, what's going on? Welcome in. Now, to follow things along, if you were watching the Olympics today, Canada having a doozy little day. The men's 4x100 team with the upset, picking up the gold medal. That was outstanding. The Canadian beach volleyball women in an outstanding game. I'm saying that word a lot. There's a lot of outstanding things happening. The women picking up a silver medal. The gold medal game went to a third set. It's the first time in history that has happened. So kudos to all the medal winners today. Of course, the Olympics closing ceremonies on Sunday. So it has been pretty sweet. They should have CFL team. Yeah, I agree, Onyx. They should have. I know years ago, I thought there was talk of a separate CFL game. I don't know if that ever came to fruition or not. But hey, should be in there. NHL games have teams from all over the world. I agree, absolutely. As does FIFA, right? Got to get those other teams in there. Well, so impressed with Team Canada at the Olympics. Yeah, Duke, they're really coming out, really playing strong, and that's kind of setting the tone, right? We've won some medals in sports that we were not expected to. Of course, the pole vault, the hammer toss, all kinds of fun sports. It's great to see everyone doing well. All right, they're at the last commercial break. Then we're going to be getting this game going. Of course, it's the Argos, it's the Stampeders. Once the stats start coming in, we'll get them populated up here on the screen and see how this is going to go. The Argos, the favorites today to win at home, keep their streak against Western teams at BMO Field alive. And of course, the Calgary Stampeders, they are not very good on the road, 0-4. So the Argos favored to take this one. The Argos at home, like I said earlier, 3-1. That's a pretty good record. Of course, undefeated against the West Coast teams. Now, going head-to-head right now, these guys just have had that one game last week. Toronto coming in, they've been rotating wins and losses every week. So as the trend continues, We expect Toronto to take this one. My prediction, I do have Toronto winning this game, but I think it's going to be close. I think it is going to be close yet again. JDA, what's going on, brother? Welcome in. Good to see you. Summer McIntosh is the GOAT and has suppressed Michael Phelps. Our pole vault hammer throw athletes are like, yeah, Summer McIntosh was unbelievable. She was spectacular, and boy, is she holding herself well with all the pressure and now attention that she's garnering. So big shout out to Summer McIntosh, and yeah, I agree with you. She is absolutely awesome. Big Rickster, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. She turns 18 next Sunday. How about that for an 18th birthday? What did she pick up? 4 medals, 3 gold and a silver, if I'm not mistaken. That was pretty outstanding. There's that word again. I feel like we should have a word of the day, like Pee-wee's Playhouse back in the day. Every time I say outstanding, we all have to scream, ah! Anyways, enough about that. We're waiting for this one to come in. Now, we talked in the past. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. I really appreciate it. We talked in the past about some of the differences between the Canadian Football League and the National Football League down to our friends in the South. Now, we know there's a lot of folks that don't necessarily know the Canadian game, but they like to get in on the gambling aspect of it. So we're going to continue to talk about some of those differences and make sure everybody's aware. One of those big differences we've been talking about is the ball size. And we've talked about this a lot, how the Canadian Football League balls are indeed bigger. So I have one of the balls here. It's a little deflated, a la Tom Brady styles, Deflategate. But this has been sitting upstairs for a while, so it just needs to be pumped up. So we'll kind of walk through it a little bit later. But you can see just how I'm holding it, how much bigger, how much wider the Canadian balls are. So just an example. I said we would bring one on and we talk about it. So we will look at that a little bit later as the game gets going and everyone comes in and joins us. But this is a big one. This is going into the bye week at home. You want to come away with some points. You want to come away and pick up a win, and that's what the Argonauts are going to do. However, some controversy last night in the Saskatchewan-Ottawa game. Now, if you didn't pay attention to this game, it was wicked and wild. They ended up tied. Yes, tied. That is correct. 22-22. There was controversy in a no call and one of the linemen being tripped up and rolling into the quarterback legs. In the CFL, you are not allowed to hit a quarterback below the legs. It's an automatic roughing the passer. No call was initially made on that play, which led to a whole controversy in that game. What a finish. 2 top teams in the league duking it out. So Saskatchewan and Ottawa, they get tied up 22-22. If you missed it off the top here, Calgary has not had back-to-back sweeps of the Argos since 2008. So they're trying to make a little modern history for themselves. Jake Mayer, he's going to be back in here again for the Stamps. Arbuckle getting the start for Toronto. Dallas, what's going on? Welcome in, Dallas. We're just about ready to play. I'm waiting, so we're going to bring up the stats as soon as they are available once they get going. Of course, we're looking to see a big game, how Toronto utilizes Kadeem Carey. They didn't use him a lot last week. Let's see what they do this week. Let's kick this one off. Let's get this game underway. Time to put the ball in action. Argos kicking off. Stamps going to grab first possession. Here we go. It's a beautiful sunny night in downtown Toronto at BMO Field. The Stamps going to bring this one up to about the 32. It's a fumble. Fumble right off the gun. Wow, off the opening kick. It's a fumble. Calgary saying they got it. Argos say they have it.
That was Hyman back to return. And yes, Calgary will get a chance to send out Jake Mayer. That was tough.
All right,
because they
so
won
the
the
Stamps
coin toss,
going to recover. Wow, how about them apples?
Lost that opening
a
possession.
fumble off the opening
They won the toss. I love
kick.
the fact that
My
Dickey wants to
goodness,
pick
they
up
haven't dropped the puck
where
yet.
they left off last
Unbelievable.
week.
What
fourth quarter by Jake
a
Mayer.
play, a
Getting
fumble
another
right
comeback
at the
victory.
beginning. That
Fourth
would have
quarter
been
comeback. He's really been
something
mastering
crazy.
those this year.
All right, they haven't updated
Lucky
the
to have the
widget
ball
yet,
after
so as
that
soon as they
ball's
do,
on the
we'll make sure to
ground
get
there behind
these
him.
stats up.
Playing his
It's a
only second
7:30
game.
start. I guess they're
His first
sleeping
kickoff
here.
return
Thank you for hitting that subscribe. James, welcome in. Go Stamps.
There's 71%.
Stevie Lee, hello there. Welcome in.
The season as he
Snap is
sets
back.
for his
Here's a
first
long
drop
pass
of the
up the
game.
middle.
Let's go.
Incomplete.
It's off
Almost
the hands,
caught by the
incomplete
Stamps.
that time, looking
Mike
for
coming in
Cam
with that
Eccles.
subscribe.
Yeah,
Thank you,
really
Mike.
nice play
Hitting that subscribe button for us.
by Mason Pierce. Broke on that
Now
ball.
we do
coming
have
left
some
to
new
right. Check it out on your
redeems
screen. Mason Pierce, see
for
him at the
tonight.
top of your screen there.
For those of you hanging out in the chat,
gets
you
there.
are
Beautiful
earning
timing,
points
breaking it
just
up
by
on
being here.
Eccles.
Exclamation mark
Second and
points
long
in the
here.
chat
Good way
will
to
tell
start the
you
ball game.
how
He's a
many you
DB,
have
just
earned.
like
Of
a
course,
quarterback or running
I
back.
myself
You wanna get a hit, you wanna
don't
get a
have a whole
completion
lot,
DB.
but simply
You
typing
wanna be able
exclamation
to
mark
be a
points
receiver like
will let
that,
you know what you have, and
make
you
a play on the ball,
acquire
which
new
he did.
points the more you chat every
Evening,
minute.
but Jake Mayer really
All right, here we go.
emphasizing to us this week, trying to
Stamps,
stay good
second
down
and 10.
positions on second down. They'll
Here's
empty
the
it
snap.
out for him
Mayer
on
looking
second
across.
and
He's
10.
going to go
And
deep
over the middle,
again.
it is
This is
complete.
caught and
Mayer
taken
throws
down
a
about
strike
the
and settling down in
48-yard
between
line.
zones
Nice
before he's wrapped up by
little
Royce
toss
Metier. That is
there.
Mark and Michelle with the first grab of the game.
I only have 15
he
points.
started the
I
comeback
got to get
victory
me
in the
some more
fourth
points.
quarter last week. He found a nice soft spot. And
Yeah,
again,
exclamation
watch your left
mark,
side of your
redeem
screen, watch him get
Argos,
behind the depth of the
exclamation mark,
linebacker, sit in
redeem
front of both the
Stamps.
free safety and the
Your two new redeems for
and the
tonight's game.
halfback, and Jake delivers the mail. Easy pitch and catch, moving the sticks here.
Nice
So,
play here as the
1-1 there. One for
Stampeders
the
moving
defense and one
the
for the
football
offense.
well.
Drive's still alive.
Bell leading the way with 4 touchdowns.
It would be nice
for the
if they actually
Stampeders. He'll
updated
block
these
this time as they hand it off
widgets
inside,
online.
going nowhere. It's
Nowhere there,
Logan.
taken
Takes
down,
a
trying to
rest
run the
and has
ball.
himself 5 sacks. Now he gets a tackle for loss as well as we look at the Stampeders starting offense.
Yeah, I start with McEwen because this football team has been doing a nice job of protecting their quarterback. Jake gets it out really well. McEwen handles all that. Mark and Michelle started the party last week in the fourth quarter with a nice catch in the touch in the end zone. And Peyton Logan, first time Dave Dickinson's ever gone into a football game in his coaching career with just one running back. And you're looking at it, Peyton Logan.
All right, it's going to be second and 11 here for the
This time
Stamps.
they'll empty it out.
They're setting it up. There it is. James bringing up the Argo logo. Cheering for those Argos. Nice little run here.
As it'll
Stamps
be
getting
Tavares
some
McFadden, not knowing for his
work
physicality, but getting the job done on Logan. It'll force the punting unit to come out for the Stamps.
Yeah, Peyton Logan's just coming right
The
out here.
Stamps are going to have to
Pass
punt
gonna get
away,
it to him.
not
Hopefully
able
can make
to get
people miss in
this
space. And
across.
I'd like to see more
Wow.
of this. As I talked to Coach Dave Dickinson on the phone, and Dickie said, "Matty, yeah, I'm right. But,
Stamps
you know,
running
we
the
can't
ball, but
force
just
it."
not able
That's just his
to get it across. So
11th
they're going to
catch
punt
on the
this away.
season.
Argo's going to get a chance.
And
with
Logan
possession.
only has, including that, 30 yards receiving and 11 catches.
Still waiting for the stats to be updated. Once they are, we'll bring those up.
For the Argonauts, best
Richard
in the
coming in.
CFL,
Good to
nearly
see you, my
50
friend.
yards
5
per
gifted
return.
memberships
Will
from
Grace
Richard.
allow them
Again,
to get up
congratulations, everybody
allows
picking
it
up
to
gifted
drop
memberships.
inside
BS,
of
great
his own
sleep fan.
5-yard line. Now he'll pick it up and take the knee. As
Tom, Crystal,
8-yard line.
Base
Down the field by
Cowboy.
Cody Grace.
Welcome in.
As
Thank
Nick
you so much,
Arbuckle
Richard.
will be the
Appreciate that.
starting quarterback
Onyx,
here, and
13
he'll have
months.
plenty of
Redeem
options,
AA.
plenty of weapons around him.
I don't know if
Will
that
be
would
the
work
starter
in the
tonight on
in the
other
little
end of
thing there.
Arbuckle's throws.
But
We
thank
find
you,
out
Onyx,
the
for
first time
everything.
when we
13
return to
months.
BMO Field right
And
after
thank
this.
you, Richard. They're going to a commercial break. And look at that. Gifted memberships coming in. Membership celebrations. That's how we get a stream going. Thank you so much. There it is. Stevie Lee getting those gifts. Loving it. Yeah, I'm doing great, Richard. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well. There you go, Onyx. It does come up. That's awesome. That's awesome. Showing a little love to AAU. Richard, I'm great. It's been a busy summer. I'll be honest. I thought we'd be able to get a little more done. The Blue Jays have been a big disappointment this year, so we haven't really been going there. It's just been a crazy summer. Things really got away, but we're bringing some football. We're getting some things in. Of course, we're counting down the days for hockey season. It is just around the corner, and I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait. What I'd love to see, however, what I'm waiting for is for this widget here to get updated so we can actually get you the stats up on the board. It looks like our little widget folks are sleeping here, so I'm kind of scouring to see if I can get some replacement widgets going here so we can have all the live stats, because that's what I rely on to bring some of the goodness for you as well. So they're just getting ready to come back from commercial break. Pickle Man coming out. Gotta love the Pickle Man. Let's go Argos. Arbuckle, he's going to lead this team. His first start this season, he has come in and played some decent football. Let's see what Arbuckle's going to do. Little Nicky coming in, although he's not so little. Let's see how he's going to work this through. The Argos need to make some plays. They got to get some scores early. They did a great job last week. Let's see what they do here. Not a good snap, fake the handoff. Going to throw it in the backfield. Picking up just a handful of yards there.
Just his third catch of the season. Here's the Argos offense.
Relieve the athletic. If we lose to Oakland, I am going to be
get him going the right direction.
very upset.
Real easy play for
Even
him.
more upset than I am with the
starting
squad.
from McKellar, who had a rough week last week, got injured, and Kadeem Carey only 8 touches, and need to get him involved more. And Ryan Dinwiddie called himself out on that one.
So
DeVarce
like,
Daniels, veteran
so it's
receivers,
1-0 actually. 1-0 Calgary.
Quarterback need to get on the same page early. That helped.
Picking up those single points. Our scoreboard just looks like this side is just completely down right now. So we'll keep you updated. Arbuckle eludes a hit, gonna get to the line of scrimmage, throw it away. Argo's gonna run for a first down and more.
After an Argonauts first down.
Dean, how's it going? Welcome in.
Should I shoot it?
James, I love the Pickle Man as well. Pickle Man is awesome. Yeah, 1-0 Calgary off to that big start. Eventually, somebody's going to realize and say, hey, maybe we should actually turn on statistics that this game has already started.
Hits him in the flat, and he does the rest. Good idea. I like getting
maybe
the ball
what we'll do is
in people's hands like that,
use some of that open
really
space.
5 to get you 20.
We're going to move
Judge doesn't miss many of those. 34 tackles
here
on the season. Second leading tackler on the Stamps behind only Micah Awe.
Here's the Argos, a bad little snap, but a nice handoff recovery, running down, going to pick up about 8-9. He's going to be very close to the first down marker. Very close to that first down marker.
Yeah, and in space, right play, right time. You got Dozier out there, pretty simple block, just push him out and around. And Kadeem's got the big lane. Nice work
37
there by
years.
Cal for Brennan Cal,
Long-term rivalry
from Wilfrid Laurier. Really just had to get hands on
watching
Dozier.
Yeah, watching.
Him
I know the NFL is instituting that new kind of kickoff.
9.5.
It's a little interesting.
If I'm Nick Arbuckle.
Very on pace for a career.
Well, here we go, short yardage. Second and 1. Argo's going to delay the run. Now Arbuckle's going to run it over. That should be a first down Argos.
Yeah, rolls his way. That wasn't a Tommy Stevens type of dominant quarterback sneak there. He's kind of just
a nice draw there. Argos off the snap.
Mike Rose,
waiting a moment before they run it through.
Love that. Michael Rose had 2 sacks last week. Judge, he's going to be around the ball 24/7. Missed. McMahon
First
out there open
down,
space here. DeMario Houston and Trey Roberson on the corners. Both of these veteran DBs have 3 interceptions apiece. Shut down veterans on
the stats board hasn't been working.
Roberson alone at the top.
Here's the snap. They're going to go for the handoff. Running it through a screen, running it all the way again, picking up another 9 yards.
So already tonight we've seen the Argonauts.
Good job here for the Argos.
Himself his 3rd catch of the season. Now a carry as well, mixing him into the game plan.
It looked like he knew what he was
I'm looking
doing
at a
with
few
that
sources,
thing.
and it looks like
They look like a running back extraordinaire right there.
Player
Like a
stats
little
are
more Kadeem
not,
Carey. Nice job by the first round draft.
All right, here we go.
Arbuckle needed a full yard and a bit on that one. Not sure he got it.
On the fly.
Yeah, Kevin Mattal getting the carry. Remember at the combine, everyone's saying he's almost 230 pounds, man. I don't know if he's going to be fast. And then he crushed his 40-yard dash, and Jim Barker and I are sitting there going,
Never mind.
Okay, yeah, he's a pretty good player. He's fast, he's physical.
Yeah, we'll take him in the first round.
Yeah, he's a first-round pick.
He'll do.
They'll bring out the sticks here to measure this.
Take a couple more of those. We got him.
There's not many guys that run. I think it was a 4.58 at 229 pounds. So can't blame the Argonauts for going to get him. But it's been all the way here until August for them to really get him involved.
And he's the reason why Rasheed Bailey's not playing right now. And to me, that speaks volumes.
As they pull the chains all the way out.
Oh, come on.
Close one.
Oh,
Great proof.
Could have gone either way.
3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd down.
And half a chain link.
Great camera work there, though. There you go. Julie Hauser.
All right,
Yeah,
so
he
we'll
knows
make
what
a
he's got to do.
little adjustment here to
He's
at
gotta
least
get
get
low.
a working scoreboard up so
The
the other one
nastiness
starts
in the
behaving.
interior. Offensive linemen love it. Let's just go.
So 3rd and inches going to be the call.
I think they went. Quarterback just didn't follow them quick enough. See if they can't pick it up
Toronto
here.
needs to get themselves going here.
Off the ball.
At
We'll
the
see if they
Calgary
get in terms of
29.
separation.
They're 11 for 12 in these short yardage situations.
Kind of hesitated.
And it looks like Arbuckle's going to sneak this one through. So first down, Argo.
Credit for the tackle, but it's an Argonauts first down, and they're already inside the 30-yard line.
Right behind
The
us,
Argos working their way
Ryan Hunter.
downfield, coming up really, really well. If you're just coming in and joining us,
In
welcome to the show. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button
Picking
for
it
us.
up,
And of
moving
course, if
sticks. Nice
you
drive.
enjoy our type of stream, hit that subscribe as well. Jen, hello there.
Home crowd
Welcome
loving it.
to the show.
Beautiful night here at BMO.
Of course, we'll
Natural
continue
grass. You
checking on
gotta
our
love it.
original
Smell
widgets.
it. Football in the air right now.
Somebody decides to wake up and push the
Daniels
button.
crosses the formation here. Arbuckle inside handoff. Kadeem Carey.
There's a
cuts
big
back
run.
against
Kadeem
traffic.
Carey picking up about
Brought
6
down
or
before
7
we
here.
get Much of a
Nice
game
job by
going. It'll
Kadeem
be
Carey.
number 42.
Kadeem the
Micah
Dream.
Tights into the ball game, mixing and matching him, working the ratio a little
He
bit
really
with Tights.
comes through.
Yeah,
He
I'm
does
just
a
gonna
really
say I'll
good job.
take 6 yards every time. You
Carey
know,
is-
that's
Carey is an
pretty good
absolute
right there. Tight little
beast.
hole. Judge tries to go down, then he gets in front of potential blocker and Cage. And well, I thought Kadeem Carey got the most of the linebacker on that play.
See if Arbuckle wants to take a shot here. Second down, pressure on from the Stampeders.
Got it.
Double move up top into the end zone.
Back to the end zone. Touchdown, Argos. What a play. 1 second, and I will get the Argo touchdown celebration going. Just trying to move some things around here. You can't see it,
Pressure
but I
coming
promise
right
you,
down the pipe here.
I am moving
Quarterback
some
sees it.
things,
Nice job of
trying to get
blocking
some
up front.
stats
Little pump
up
fake.
here for everybody.
Easy to see up here, not so much on the back on when you're down behind the center there, but beautiful throw by Nick
That's not
Arbuckle to
gonna work.
poke, and that's easy pickings for the Toronto Argonauts here early.
Coming into the ball game, 15 possessions led by Nick Arbuckle so far this season, just 1 touchdown drive. Well, here we are, halfway through the first quarter. He's already got a touchdown drive led as a starter.
All right, 1
Lift the
second.
shoulders, set up Roberson, and throw a strike over the top. 7-1
Tammy's
Argos over the
breaking
Stampeders.
everything.
Touchdown to win is on.
All right, so we're going to try and get this fixed up a little bit. All the widgets are breaking, and I had to switch over to mute it. So we'll continue to work this one through and get it fixed up for you, get it back to the way things were. You know, if things would just behave properly the first time, would make us much happier. But a touchdown, Argos, an excellent, excellent job. They're coming across. They did exactly what they needed to do. The Argos found a way to bring it through. So great job by the Argonauts. All right, there we go. Let's get it going now. Here we go. Touchdown, Argos. A beauty of a toss. They're going to run that one in. That is absolutely what we like to see. That was a great job by the Argonauts to come in and make some noise, get some stats on the board. So good job, Argos. So nice start. They're doing exactly what they need to do, which is really good. They're driving it through. They're throwing the ball. Arbuckle coming in. He is playing really well. He's performing nicely. But that was an absolute, I don't want to call it a picture-perfect drive, but it was pretty good. He goes 3 for 3, 42 yards for the major score. Carey with 2 carries, 15 yards, working it through.
Was up front, protection up front. Double move, pressure's coming. You got to have time. Nick Arbuckle's not even getting close to getting anybody in his face. And here's a look at the double
Arbuckle
move.
getting
Trey
lots of
Roberson,
time.
veteran. He jumps it just
Good
ever
to
so slightly, and he's done. He's caught, looking, reading the route, feeling like pressure's going to get there. Great job of protection, and then boom. Quick
Then
6
boom,
right there.
as he says. That's
Sluggo.
awesome.
Provides that quarterback.
All right, so the Argos take the lead here 7-1. They're going to kick this one off.
For Cam Dukes out with the injury sustained last week against the Stampeders as the kickoff is fumbled now.
Another fumble on the kickoff.
At the bottom once again is that.
And again, Calgary, I think, is going to recover this one.
Hyman's a little nervous back there, I think, in his second game in the CFL.
Not used to that lake breeze, the sun setting here at BMO. Something's going on.
Typically, that could be Logan back there too, right? But they don't want to tax him too much, so they'll spread the load out. And you get Hyman back there, and he's really having problems.
That was a
hanging on the football, trying to do too much
call.
too soon.
Close play.
The Argonauts go 9 plays, 70 yards in 4 minutes.
Good job by the
seconds.
Argos again, doing
now Calgary
exactly
tries to respond with
what they
a
need
drive
to do.
of their own. See if they can sustain one with Jake Mayer at the controls.
Let's see what Calgary's doing. Mayer, he's got to find his way. He's got to find his touch.
Mayer, lots of time, checks it down underneath. It is complete. Philpott makes the grab and is wrapped up at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, three double cut, 3 deep defenders in the corners play area outside, and Jake Mayer really doesn't see it cleanly, and he said, I'm out of here. I'm going to check it down. That's what he does.
So this isn't going to be perfect,
getting rid of the football,
but it'll do its job
only 12 sacks in the
for the
season
time
for
being
the
right now.
Stampeders giving up only second to the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
We'll flip back and forth between teams as they come on the field. So it's 2nd and 3.
Get rid of the football, don't take a sack.
2nd and 3, Calgary. Fakes the handoff. Back to pump, going way downtown, and it's caught at the Argonauts 40. What a toss. Mayer, we know he had an arm. We saw that last week. And we got a flag on the play. Uh-oh.
He had to lift it and let
flag on the
Bagleton
play.
go to it. In the process, he takes a late hit. Bagleton makes the grab that was spotted beautifully down the field by his quarterback. This is beautiful to watch. Watch Jake. 1,001, 1,002, little play fake.
This was a
huge trouble.
Huge hit
right
on
in
Mayer
face.
coming in.
That's a clean play.
It's going to be a
all day,
roughing
10
the
years
passer
ago, not
call.
today. There's Bagleton.
Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Appreciate it.
15-yard penalty and a first down.
I think Andre Prue's a little excited about that
15
call.
yards.
Protect the quarterbacks out there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Dallas,
Pretty
it was
easy
a great
call,
day.
Though, but at the end of the day,
A great day.
Beautiful pitch and catch. Jake Mayer anticipated it.
And this is
stood
going to be
in there,
1st
took
and
the
10
heat.
down at the Argos
Bagleton,
24.
explosive play in the back end.
They are pushing.
Trying to respond here after Toronto put it in the end zone.
The Argos came down. The Argos with a score. Now the Stamps look like they're going to return the favor.
Jake Mayer is looking at a 1st and 10.
Mayer is set. Going to take the snap. He's looking. Here comes the Argos quick. Light pass, picking up a quick 5 yards. 4 yards, and then Bagleton, he gets taken down.
Yeah, why not? These guys, I love me some Falarin.
Greatest league fan, what's going on here?
When he's
Dilemma.
Anybody in the league had 10 sacks last year. John Jones in the middle, filling in, which is not possible for Wynton McManus. He had 11 tackles last week. Royce Mechie, season high in tackles as well.
Wouldn't surprise me the way they're adding crazy events these days. 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Stamps looking to score. They're going to bring this back, throwing it across. First down. Comes down just around the Argo 10. So it's going to be 1st and goal, Stampeders. Wow.
Quick slant.
Yep, and it was a great beach volleyball game. It went 3 sets, first time ever. It was crazy.
Playing off just a little bit. That's all you need.
Yeah, Richard, you know, I believed it at first, and then I saw highlights of how he came out to his introduction, the way he was jumping around and bouncing around. Now I don't know if I believe it. You don't go from one extreme to the other just like that. Here go the Stamps. They're going to throw this, getting it to the line of scrimmage, to the 10, to the 5, and in for the major touchdown, Stampeders.
Now 11 touchdowns and 0 interceptions for Jake Mayer.
Wow.
Throwing from inside the 20.
Yeah, a lot going on.
What
here.
a rush there.
I like the play
Coming
calling.
all the way
Everything
down.
This happened. You got a
Stamps
man
getting
right.
up on the board.
Coming across in motion.
It's going to be 7-7 because they had the single. Now they're going to kick to the extra point. Stamps looking to go ahead 8-7.
A lot going on there for the defense, down, backed up against their own goal line to figure out in a hurry.
Unbelievable.
You get leverage on the edge, and Eccles does the rest. Second touchdown in this young man's career.
Eccles picking up the TD.
That's actually his third.
Yeah, I saw it.
Last week.
All the dramatics.
Going, the comeback going. They got a big play right there from him.
Here's the snap. The extra point is up. Ooh. Keeping it a little left, but it goes through the uprights. And the Stampeders go back ahead 8-7.
Yards in under 3 minutes. It's Jake Mayer
8-7. They're going to go to commercial break. The Argos are going to get the ball back to close out quarter number 1, but it is going to be an absolute doozy of a match. Thanks for joining us here. We appreciate it. Welcome in one and all. My name is Sam. I am your host here on the Sam Welby 12 Experience. Sometimes things happen and you got to make changes on the fly, and that's where we find ourselves here today. Our regular stats are not working, so we're going to mix it up a little bit and do what we can do. We're going to keep on trucking and try and keep things up on the board. The Argos came out with a little bit of a nice start, Arbuckle leading the first drive downfield. However, things kind of turning around here as the Calgary Stampeders coming right back. So the Argos will get the ball here. The way they're scoring right now, if you're picking the over or under, I hope you've picked the over because it is looking like this is going to be a high-scoring affair. Curtis, how's it going? Welcome in. I think I'm the only one in the chat that doesn't have a membership. James, it's all random, my friend. It is all random when the gifts come in. It just randomly gets selected. And actually, trying to see something here. Interesting. Oh, well. I was trying to figure something else out here, but I got to learn to stop playing with new toys. In the middle of the stream, Bo Bichette was spotted on the beach. I don't think Bo Bichette is going to be a Blue Jay for much longer. I know the trade deadline is passed, but I know he's injured, but yeah, just not getting good vibes from Bo. I don't think Bo knows much these days, unfortunately. And if the Blue Jays start losing out to the Athletics, my goodness. So a good job by the Stampeders to get a score back. Let's see how the Argos are going to respond. So Mayer, he's going to have some conversation.
Touchdown drive. He's
waiting for the Argos.
Right now on the Stampeders.
Here comes the kick.
So keep an eye on that for their Canadian receiving depth. When they
Argos
get the
will receive about the 15. And here they go.
McMahon.
Curling to the near side of the field, trying to turn the corner. Can't do it. They run out of bounds. So not a huge return. That's going to find Arbuckle coming back on the field. A great first series. Let's see if he can repeat it. And of course, they're going to commercial break yet again. So many commercials. But that's okay. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. Arbuckle impressed me in that first set of downs. He's throwing the ball well. Coming across really makes a big deal. Really makes a big difference. 3 for 3, 42 yards with a TD, right? Three rushes himself, 1 for Meidel, and 2 for Kadeem Carey. Kadeem Carey picking up 15 yards with those first couple rushes. So he's doing quite a nice job. Kadeem Carey, I'm a big fan. Kadeem Carey, the first several games, he was rushing about 20-ish times a game, a little less, a little more, and picking up around 100-plus yards a game. That has slowed down, certainly over the last couple of games. We're waiting to see how much he gets involved in this one today. Of course, if you hear Kadeem Carey in the interviews, he's like a modern-day Pinball Clemens. So happy, so positive, just loves the game, just loves to be involved, and it is so good to see. I'm real impressed with Kadeem Carey. Now, Nick Arbuckle himself spent 2 years with Calgary in 2018-2019, so the Stampeders know him well. The question is, how can he mix up his arsenal with the Argonauts play calling to put some points on the board? And he is doing just that so far. It's only one series. Let's see how they turn it around now as they're just coming back.
Mike Miller, what he's created, encouraging these guys to
Arbuckle
use
is a
their voices, and also
67.7% completion rating,
Devaris
73, almost 7,400 total passing yards,
tonight, and the two
2,400,
that use their numbers
24 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. You don't like to see the touchdown to interception ratio favor the interceptions. But let's see what he can do here. Second series with the Argos, starting his first game. He's going to take it back, fades away, and has to throw it away as again the line not able to hold back the
tried to release from the backfield, so it'll be second and 10. But for Arbuckle to be in this offense, through all the variations and all the journeys and everything else, he feels really comfortable being here in these colors with this coach.
Yes, and sometimes, you know, it's the other opposition that makes you feel uncomfortable. He can be real comfortable with the offense.
They're
but
back at the Toronto 28.
The rock, or you're getting your running back tackle coming out of the backfield. You got nobody to throw to. That happens. Cam Judge does that to a lot of quarterbacks across the CFL.
Arbuckle back.
Rush. Arbuckle will check it
throw
down.
to the line of scrimmage, but throws a laser to Kadeem Carey, and it's in and out of his hands.
Been able to avoid those for the most part
of
this season, but didn't
2 and out
the
for the Argos. They're going to punt this one
last
away.
time they were here at BMO Field, Matty, and they ended up beating Winnipeg in a very close game, 16-14. He probably should have fired the offensive coordinator. He said, except I am the offensive coordinator.
That's wild.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's and I like Ryan Dinwiddie's candidness and how he is.
Argos have to
He'll take accountability for what he thought was a poorly called
just
game
over
the
3
second
minutes
half,
to go
particularly
here in the
last
first
week.
quarter.
And he got out in front of that. Just like that candidness from a head coach, calling it like he sees it, taking responsibility.
Letting it run down. Now the snap is made. The punt is up.
Monster boot once again from Haggerty.
Forcing Haggerty, getting him all the way back to the 20. But some good running room up the middle. Now the Argos take down the Stamps about the 35-yard line. Haggerty's got a rocket on his foot. He launched that ball.
Beat his average last week at 58.9. It's his third highest in CFL history.
Was Haggerty's average.
More in a ball game.
Almost 60 yards. Average.
The creator of Letterkenny, don't miss new episodes of hilarious and hard-hitting comedy sensations.
Wow, he can really boot that ball. And that is important. Punter's job is important. And they got to get it out of their own end. Being able to kick it 60 yards, and that helps you. That can change the game.
Never say
big
never.
time.
There's the leg right there.
Year
that guy
here in the CFL.
Hammering the football right now.
Crushing it.
Hands with it, hand off. Going to run it around. Stops. Logan stops right at the line of scrimmage. So maybe a pickup of 1 here.
My goodness. Talk about anticipating this. Everybody on defense seems like they're waiting to watch. They're all coming this way. Just flow to the ball, guys.
Oh, there, look, our regular stats. Oh, thank goodness. Somebody, oh, I dropped the ball. Incomplete pass, Samuel B. All right, let me give you a moment while I get things organized here.
What Jake Mayer does not like when his offense isn't working, it's because they're in these situations.
Toronto sends 5. Mayer stands in. Pressure almost gets there. Now he has to run. Out to his right-hand side. Flips down the sideline. Big collision.
Oh, big hit there. Wow.
No, they'll say incomplete. Beggleton thought he caught it till the end of the play. And that's one of those really tough scramble rule collisions. It's like Mason Pierce is slow up onto his feet. So is Clark Barnes as well, where one receiver's drifting up the field, Matty, and the other's coming back, and it is inevitable there's going to be a collision.
Serezna, little stunt, little tackle and stunt. He's the first one to flush him. Then the posse's coming. Here comes Falarin, Remalade, and Jake's got to throw it, and he overthrew his receiver. He's going to his right here. There's a twist.
An incomplete pass.
Now he's throwing, I believe, to 80.
Incomplete pass to Cole.
I think he's throwing Tucker, and he overthrows him, and then Beggleton just shows up, and he tries to make a spectacular grab, and there's where things got ugly right there. Pierce catches some friendly fire. And all heck's breaking loose right there.
Oh, boy.
But I think that pass was intended for Tucker, or excuse me, Clark Barnes, and Beggleton thought he had the catch. Working hard back to the football for his quarterback. He's on the left side. Now he's got to work all the way across the field. He sees his quarterback scrambling. He's getting over there. Now you see Barnes drifting. And I think the ball's actually thrown to Barnes because I don't think he anticipated Bagleton being in the picture. Then he just shows up because of great hustle.
Mark Barnes back up onto his feet, but inevitably you're going to have a big collision when you have those bodies going in those directions. Great coverage as well by Robert Priesters. It looked like he was completely clean, no pass interference to speak of.
Yeah. I mean, that's just great hustle on both ends. Defensively, offensively, guys trying to get there for the quarterback, DBs staying locked on, and Jake trying to make something happen.
Ooh, Dickinson doesn't like that. He's yelling and screaming.
I love that about Coach Dickinson. He played like that. He coaches like that. You know where you stand all the time. There's never a doubt. And he's not happy with the call. He's just fire competitor, and I think that transcends into his team. And absolutely love it. Doing that a while, doing really good too with it too. Dave Dickinson, 83, 45 and 2, 12 and 2 against Toronto, doing something right.
All right, starting to get our screens back here. It's taking a little minute. CeeLo, what's going on? Welcome in, buddy. Ryan, what's going on?
Driving back to the 20-yard line.
Bringing this one back. Argos regain with a minute left to go.
For a return of just 4 yards on the play. Keelan Thomas from the Okanagan Sun makes the play on
it's nice when some of these widgets
106
take forever
in this first quarter and a 1-point
come to be. And it looks like one of them, the general stats one, still isn't up. But hey, that's okay. They're starting to populate. They're starting to come up. We'll leave this scoreboard because that's behaving as expected.
It's what we have here in the CFL. We got
the Argos with a minute to go here. Let's see what they can do.
And it truly is up here. Punters, field goal, our battery, our returners, cover guys. It's just an incredible part of the game.
Nick Arbuckle with a minute left, 3 of 5 for 42 yards thus far. Through the air as he hands it off here. Kadeem Carey adds a couple more to his tally on the season. Is Kadeem 26 missed tackles forced.
I've talked about him so much. How impressed
14 runs,
I am with him. He's just so good.
His longest
so
is 17. That's hard living, man. He's not being able to get the monster ones that he's close to breaking.
He's a sprinter. He just runs out of gas. We know that's not true. The guy's a physical specimen. And
do this on the fly here. Here go the Argos. Let's see what they're going to do here.
2nd and 6, they'll throw.
Arbuckle, long pass, caught. The Argos going to step out of bounds, but a nice toss.
With an Argonauts first down.
A nice toss, getting it done.
Right here. There he is. Get some DeVaris. Bang, break it out. Here's that ball. That is beautiful. That's a great throw and a nice route. Veteran to veteran. I'd like to see that combo. I thought they needed more of that. It's good to see it happen early.
15 yards down the field. Deepest average depth of target for the Argonauts is DeVaris Daniels. That one goes for 14 and a first down. Arbuckle steps, now throws, gets hit as he releases it. And it's incomplete, rolling in the turf.
There we go. Now we're rolling.
Right there, close to getting another sack for the Calgary Stampeders. Looks like it was Hicks in the backfield as Arbuckle will walk.
They're going to go to commercial break. All right. Thank you for bearing with me while we got all of these stats up and running. Finally, somebody woke up on the button, able to get these down. The Argonauts struggling, trying to get through, trying to get things going. We need the Argos to pull together and find a way right now. I'm not going to run through the stats. We'll do that in just a minute as this quarter is on its way, coming to an end. Hope everyone had a great week. Happy Friday Night Football. Thank you for joining us here as we are watching these Argos get things rolling. Triton going for those Stampeders. Got to get those stamps rolling. Triton always going against Toronto. But hey, it's all good. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. There we go. Now we're set. We got everything just the way we like it. Let's lock it all down. All right, so we talked earlier. Of course, I dropped the ball. We talked earlier. Yeah, right back at you, Triton. My friend sent me a postcard. It was a satellite photo of the Earth. I wish you were here, Stephen Wright. Nice, nice. So let me get the ball back. So again, for those coming in that might not be familiar with the CFL game, we've been talking about the differences. Here is a Canadian Football League ball. You can see it is quite a lot wider than the NFL ball. Quite a lot wider. When you grip it, you really got to stretch out your hand to get around that, which is why a lot of the time in the CFL, you don't see the perfect hard spirals. They are pretty good, but you do get the wobbles from time to time. It is good for kicking, though. You do have a nice wide surface to kick with, but this is a CFL ball. This is actually from a game ball that we got from many, many years ago. It's a little deflated, but I wanted to illustrate kind of the difference between the NFL and CFL balls, because I know we got lots of folks from all over the place that may not be familiar with the Canadian Football League game. All right, coming back, the Argonauts, Arbuckle, trying to will this offense to get going. The last set wasn't great. They got to throw the ball. They got to use the run, carry, create some openings. One of the things that they did well last week was just that, was in the first quarter, they were running the ball, they were throwing the ball, they did a good job. We got flags all over the place.
Still stuck in his helmet. By the way, you talk about last night's game. I promise someone will win this game.
Oh, okay.
I promise.
Huh? Illegal procedure.
There you go.
Toronto, number 59, 5-yard penalty. It remains second down.
There you go. Second down remains. Illegal procedure.
About it.
Hello, Charlie.
John, not going to say anything
Welcome
about it.
in.
I'll say something. The offense has 33 penalties.
So
at this point, worse than the
8-7,
CFL.
second and 15 here for the
frustrating
Argos.
for Ryan Dinwiddie.
They got to get this ball away. They're sitting at their own 36.
They jumped offsides
in fact,
3
they've
times
really been
last week
stuck on their side of the field for the majority of this football game. There's the snap. Arbuckle is back. He's going to go over the middle to Carey. Carey is going to elude one hit. Now he's going to get trapped and taken down.
In the passing attack for Arbuckle has a pretty low average.
It's going to end up being third down and 4. The Argos picked up some, but not enough. Picked up about 11 on that toss.
Ryan Dinwiddie saying, let's go.
This is going to be kicked away.
Not a chance.
Now, James, wow, it's taken a long time to
the
install.
punt return unit was halfway on the field for Calgary, and all of a sudden Arbuckle was starting to jog to the sideline, and Ryan Dinwiddie called out the play sheet and said, get back in there.
No way.
They're going to go for it. We're
I'm
just starting the second quarter here.
I'd say they're just trying to draw them offsides.
Bailey Devine Scott, late
So
substitution.
third and 4 from the 47. The Argos are going for it.
Go hard count.
They're trying to draw these stamps offside. It doesn't work. It's going to be procedure. Now they'll work it back. So this is an interesting play. We've seen this strategy a few times, right? When you're 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, you're within the 5 yards to a
almost
first
like you've
down.
been around the league for a while.
You leave your offense out. You try to get them on a hard count. You try to get these
some
stamps to jump offside, because if they do, it's a 5-yard penalty, which would mean Argos first down. It doesn't happen. Argos take the penalty, so it pushes them back. But that's okay
for the
because they're kicking it
Stampeders running
away
man on late here.
Kenyon Reed comes out.
So 3rd and 9.
Eccles
Here's
is the
the
lone
kick.
returner back. As this time Haggerty drives the
going to
football
pick it up
down,
at
caught
the
at
20-yard line.
Eccles
We're going to pick up about 2 or 3 before being taken down. So as we're into the second quarter now, the Argonauts were able to score on the first drive. They weren't able to get anything else going. Jake Mayer, really the story right now is he's gone 7 for 10 with 94 yards so far. And he's got an arm. We saw it a whole lot in the opening game. The opening game last week, I should say. The opening game of this 2-game series.
Effortlessly and get on a roll, and he did in that fourth quarter. It certainly
So
was a
first
tale
and
of two
10,
halves.
Calgary
Just
23.
gotta hang in there.
Calgary stamps with the
Not
ball.
only quarterback, the
Here's a snap and a
receivers
quick
as well.
throw to
You
the
gotta be
side.
on point.
Behind the line of scrimmage, over the line of scrimmage, picking up about
isolated
4.
Hyman, who gets wrapped up by Tavares McFadden. It was a slow grind
Second
last
here.
week, but ended with the second highest net yardage of the season, 367 yards total for the Stampeders.
Yeah, and here's the look we're talking about. You know, you just got to stay on point,
first
keep
half.
trusting.
10
First half to
completions,
second half,
16
and a
in the
lot of that
second.
is late.
100 passing yards in the first half. He's already surpassed that here today with
You can deliver
105
the mail,
now.
but if your receivers aren't locked in, you know, if
Second and 6 from the Calgary 27.
Dropping one late, you know, unfortunately, the second long can stymie things in a hurry, so everybody's got to be on point. Certainly, Jake Mayers.
Here's the snap back, looking over the middle, long pass right to the first down line and more.
First down. And to
Just
your
a
point,
couple of
the
first
Calgary
downs.
receivers, they didn't
Stampeders,
just step up
Hyman
and make okay plays. They made
picking it
great
up.
plays in that fourth quarter, which
And
really
it's
allowed
not
Mayor to
Zach
play with
Hyman.
confidence against Toronto.
Yeah, they did.
Hyman
And here's
picking
a look at Hyman, who's really
that
struggled. He's right here, and not a difficult route, but it's good to see him get 2 touches in a row and kind of settle down, because on the kickoffs, punts, it's been a little difficult for the young man making a second start, but he settled down there nicely, helping his team stay on the field.
Flip it underneath this time on a little jet sweep going the other way. Hyman breaks 3 tackles.
Hyman coming in really rushing, breaking a bunch of tackles.
Wrapped up at the 50-yard line. But that one goes for 16 yards.
Excellent
Hyman,
job
once
coming
again,
through.
the return specialist that they kept in camp despite the fact he was hurt based on his
That was
potential
outstanding.
makes a great play.
Yeah, just made his
Calgary
first start
just
last
running that
week,
ball,
and they
pounding
call
it on
him
the ground.
Ishmael Hyman, 3 touches in a row. Dickey says, let's keep going to the well. 81's hot.
Hyman's got that mojo
Little
for
end around,
Calgary.
breaking a tackle from Serezna, getting some help on the edge, and just shedding people off like kill the guy with the ball in the front yard.
So
Love
first
that.
and 10 from the 50. Ishmael Hyman.
189, but he's got length as
Good
well.
game he's having at 27 yards.
Logan, everybody blocking
Here
it.
comes Logan
Down
running,
the field.
almost a
Logan
first down. He
blasted
gets
into the sideline.
shoved out, so
As it was John Jones
picking up
was
9 by
initiating,
my
getting there
count.
to make the contact.
9 or 8.
Enough for the first down, but effective.
Just like second
Swing screen
and
that
2.
time, with
Wow.
everybody blocking immediately for Logan.
Stampeders
A
running
little
game
slow
is money.
developing, but these blockers out in front, all 4 of them had to do a great job extending their blocks. You'll see all 4 Calgary receivers trying to maintain their blocks. Boom, boom, just stay on them, stay on them, stay on them.
Peyton Logan has been
Finally,
really
Logan
moving
gets
this
the
ball well.
corner and
Hyman
picks
on
up
those short
8.
yardage
Nice
passes.
job, just working hard.
He's been
Clark
running
Barnes
well.
on the edge, most
Ableton
important one
has
right there.
been moving.
Second and 2, they'll hand it off. It's Tommy Stevens.
There they
The
go.
third
Stevens
string
going to run
quarterback
this
who
one
we
up the
heard was
gut.
gonna get a
That's
couple
going
of
to pick up
touches
a first down.
as a
and
running
more.
back tonight, so they go 2 quarterbacks on the field.
So
12 hands
listen to
off the
this.
15.
Hyman,
we went through
3
those scenarios
receptions,
with Coach Dickinson and
27
Jake
yards,
Mayer. Okay, you only
but he
got
has
one back. We
23
get it. What if he
yards
goes
after
down?
the catch.
Who we going
Wow.
with? And
27 yards receiving
pretty
and
much
23
Stevens was
yards
the first
after the
name out of
catch.
everybody's mouth.
He's
Throwing
getting
guys
those legs going. He is
6'3",
really,
and
really
6'4",
working.
250.
I get it. Hear me out, Matty. If you're putting 2 quarterbacks on the field, one of them's going to be a power back and get an inside run. Can we not
So
just go
Stevens,
wildcat?
Tommy
Right?
Stevens,
What are
we
doing?
saw this
Just add
last
extra
game. He
blocker.
comes in for those short yardage
Nothing wrong with
plays.
that. Nothing wrong with that play right there that just executed.
Here they go again, first and 10, way back. Mayer's looking, he's got to escape out of the pocket. Short yardage throw, picking up a nice 5. The Argos cannot catch up to Mayer. He is just dancing
It'll
out
be
there.
second down and about 6 to go.
Absolutely dancing, getting himself
Faking
out
a
of
little
trouble.
slip screen to your right to Peyton right here. That was
Looking
to
left,
Eccles,
looking
and
right,
then
tucking the ball
they
under. Now
covered
he
it well on
throws
the
it.
back end, so he had to check
Great
down.
job, Stamps.
And that's just a heads-up play.
Hey,
by
Gordon,
Benji
what's going
Franklin,
on?
second-year
Welcome.
player from Tarleton State.
32
field
tackles
tackle.
and a sack and an
Does
interception
set
this
up
season.
second down and 7.
Second and 7 from the Toronto 44. Stamps marching downfield.
Sitting on their heels as
Mayer back. He's going to throw this across. Not enough for the first down.
There, wrapped up right around the 40 and needed to get to the 37.
How about Priester? I mean, he given up about 4
The Argos
inches and
gonna
about
take it
40
down. Now the
pounds
question
here.
is, will they have
Bagleton's
legs?
running a little bang around.
Will they go
right in
for
front of you,
long
a little
distance field goal?
Stick it. Priester's on his case. He jumps up in the air, kind of helps Priester. He catches him, and he just kind of buries him, staples him to the turf short of the first down. It's good play on both sides here,
Nearly a
offensively
fumble.
and defensively.
9 minutes to go now here in
Old
the
Tucker
second
battling
quarter.
something here as he hobbles his
Third
way to
and
the
3.
sideline. So
They're going to go for it.
Putt
They're
is
going to
the
go
ball
for
game.
it.
They'll go into the backfield.
3rd and 3, they're going to snap it, handing it off.
As
They're going to run
Philpott
this
turns the
across.
corner
First
on
down.
3rd
Great
and
play
3.
call.
Easy money for Jalen
Great play
Philpott.
call
They're
by the
finding a
Calgary
variety of
Stampeders
different ways
as they
to run
march
the
this
football.
one
It's not just
over
Logan.
the first
Now it's
down
Tommy
and
Stevens
for
and
more.
mixing in Jalen Philpott.
And that
Philpott
conversation with Dave
just
Dickinson
takes that
about
ball,
almost
tucks it
starting
under
one
his
running
right
back,
arm,
and
he
Peyton
goes for
Logan,
it. He
talked
turns that
about this
corner and
guy
he
almost
plows through.
instantaneously.
An 8-yard pickup.
Asking the question, who gets the rock? And he says, well, I'll tell you what,
Calgary's
Philpott's got a lot of
continuing
Braylon Addison.
to march
Yeah,
downfield.
high
The Argos,
And,
no
it's
answer
like,
right
wow.
now.
I thought that was great for
Toronto
Braylon
does
Addison,
not have
receiver
an
for the Red Blacks, and obviously with the Hamilton Tire Cats. But yeah, that's high praise for Jalen Philpott used in
Here's
that
the
situation.
snap, the
right
handoff. They're going to run this one up the middle again.
Game is
Easy
Peyton
5
Logan.
yards.
Picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the
Logan
play, but yeah, to your
just
point
going
about
on
Jalen
through it.
Philpott, when you say Braylon Addison kind of potential, that is
spot it back,
Swiss
give him
Army
4
knife type
yards.
stuff, and any team that has a weapon
Calgary,
like that has
they are
to
on
use
a
it to their
mission right now.
advantage.
Calgary's looking for their first road win of the season, and right now they do have a 1-point lead. But the Argos defense is struggling. They're running the ball a lot. And you got to respect the arm of Mayer because this kid can throw.
Couple of years, but boy, when he is, he's as good as anybody.
Hard count here for
Got
Jake here, trying to catch
128
the
yards,
Argonauts offside. They
13
don't
for
jump on the
15
10th
right
play
now.
of the drive.
Another
Peyton
little
Logan
short
catches it
yardage
behind the line of
toss
scrimmage, makes 2
to
men
Logan.
miss.
He's going to run it
Down at the
to the Argo
20-yard line.
21-22. So another
Once
first
again, the
down, Stampeders.
piecing together a
Stamps
long
in striking
drive.
Yeah, I
distance.
just love this play call. And I like the
Oh,
idea
goodness.
of getting the ball into Peyton Logan's hands. 30-year player from Tennessee, Martin, in space. You know, he's used to chipping,
Stampeders having
helping
their
and
way
blocking. You
with this
talk to any
Argonauts
man
defense.
offensively or in that Calgary organization, they'll tell you Peyton Logan's the smartest football player we have, and he's also very talented in space. Get him the rock, and he'll make good things happen. 2-0, doing just that.
Arkin Michelle just one catch
see
for
Logan
19
still in
yards,
there
but blocking
at
down
the Argo
field
20.
on each and every one of
First
these
and
passes
10.
behind the line of
Now they're
scrimmage.
going to pass. Here comes the blitz. And it's a sack-a-lacka-lacka-lacka. The Argos going to pull on through and take down Mayer.
Here in the second quarter.
Wow, it's
Just talked
about
this man
time.
giving up some size,
Just
but he's got
absolutely
plenty of heart.
marching
He's right
in
here.
there.
He's going to come right off the edge.
Wow.
And he's going to get there. Get there. Make no mistake about it.
The Argos picking up the
Jake
sack.
Takes the least path of resistance there because he saw Sorevsky coming in the second wave.
Priester coming in and getting that job done. Going to be
Argonauts
second and
leading
18 now.
time
Big
for
loss.
best in the CFL. They continue to
Second and
push that.
18.
Sorevsky is their leader with 5 on the
Here's
year.
the snap.
Mayer,
Mayer
deep drop.
again looking over the middle. He's going to rocket that across. Incomplete pass. Stamps want a pass interference call.
Goes reaching into his back pocket. Will he challenge?
No flag on the
Wait for
field. Are we going to
replay
get
and
a
talk to his
challenge
staff
here?
Upstairs first.
Yeah, we'll watch the Bagleton route, and I saw it. This is the same type of route he had before. He's going to go
Bagleton
up
up
and
and
bang it
curls. He
out,
does a little loop
but it's much deeper this time. Now
and then
his
curls
idea is to come back
towards the
outside.
sideline.
Ball's thrown
Diving
there.
for that one. I don't
Mason,
think that was pass interference.
I think grabs his hips, and that's why Bagleton started raking his jersey, signing to
But
his
the challenge
coach that
flag
he
has
felt
been
like there was
thrown.
a
Let's see if we get a
defensive pass
slow-mo
interference.
replay.
Yep, you see Dave Dickinson
actually,
there. It says DPI to
get
our
a good look
referee
at this
Andre
play.
Prue.
Calgary
For the
is challenging the previous play for defensive pass interference. The play will be reviewed.
The play is going to be reviewed. We are going to mission control, the control center. Let's see if we get a good replay here where we can actually see. The initial at fast pace, at full speed, it didn't look like pass interference. This could be a good camera angle. He's got... He doesn't have the back arm around him.
When we come back, as
We get a slow-mo like that from the front angle, maybe we can see. They're going to go to commercial break as the control center got the monitors taking a look. I love they do a little split screen picture-in-picture to see what the call is. So they're looking at the camera angle that we just saw. I'm trying to see on that control center screen, but the glare makes it very difficult to see. They are having a bit of a conversation here. They're looking at the arm reached around, but did he grab him? Did he make enough contact? We'll have to wait till to see if they bring it up on the big picture. If this is deemed an incomplete pass, it will be 3rd and 19, which the Stamps should be kicking for a field goal. Of course, if it is ruled at defensive pass interference, then it'll be 1st and 10 as they move their way down. Sam, I was playing Among Us until I got a ping saying I got gifted a member and send my thanks to the gifter. Oh, greatest Leaf fan. Yes, it's Richard. Richard with the gifted memberships. So greatest. You can thank Richard. Richard has been awesome with the support. We really, really do appreciate it. There are many ways to support us here on the channel, whether it's through a gifted membership, through a super chat. We have our PayPal link up in the pinned message as well. You can go to our website, samwellb12experience.com, and there are links there if you want to send a PayPal as well. And we have a Patreon. If you want to join our Patreon, let us know and we can drop a link in. We'd appreciate all the support. It helps us out immensely. So thank you all so much for supporting us by any of those financial means. And even just being here, hitting that like button, subscribing, hanging out with us, watching along, watching some of our old videos as well. All of that helps. And thank you for hitting that subscribe. Here we go. Ruling, I just realized it was off. Ruling on the field stands. It is not pass interference. And the Calgary bench is hot. Bagleton is hot. Not happy about that. So this is going to be a field goal opportunity. We're 11 subscribers away from 24,200. If you haven't hit that subscribe, hit that subscribe for us. Field goal kick is up, and that's going to be good. No, it went wide. Oh my God, it was looking good, and it just hooked wide. Unbelievable.
I'm not even going to say anything.
What happened? He kicked it up, it looked like it was going, and then all of a sudden a gust of wind pushes it over and it hits the upright and stays out.
There it is, the streak, it's over.
The consecutive kick streak is done. Wow, that's not something you see every day. The kick was up, it looked like it was going good, and it's hooking, and all of a sudden you see the flags on the top of the upright, they're blowing, and the ball just kind of dips and hits that post. Does not go in. Wow. That is wild. That is wild. Between these last two games with Calgary, we've seen so many plays, so many situations that we don't regularly expect to see. But hey, that's what makes the CFL a fun game. Anything is possible. Always expect the unexpected. I guess we haven't really had a lot of trickery yet. We haven't had very many trick plays. The worst part of hitting the upright and having it drop down and not being able to return it is you don't even pick up the single point. So it's going to remain an 8-7 lead as Toronto's going to pick up the ball with about 5.5 minutes left to go here in this first half. Greatest Leaf fan, I am getting ready. I'm excited. I've started working on the new thumbnail design for this season. So we got that going on. I'm very, very excited for that. Of course, we're going to put together probably some new merch options for this upcoming season that we're working on. We got next up, we're going to start working on our opening video. So lots on the go getting ready for this upcoming hockey season. I am set. I'm psyched. I cannot wait. Of course, we're going to have a ton. We're already talking thumbnails. That's right, Dallas. We're already talking thumbnails. Of course, we're going to have Leafs. We're going to have Florida Panthers. We're going to have Oilers. We're going to have a lot of hockey this year. RK, what's going on? Welcome in. Here's the snap. Argos putting it on the ground. No, they faked it. Wow, faked me out. Pass up. Going to pick up 8 yards. Ottawa ahead of Toronto. Yeah, that they are. They are a couple points up there. Ottawa with the... Did you watch that game the other night, RK? Ottawa and Saskatchewan? That was wild. That was a wild game. So Argos moving it across, trying to get this one up. 64 days. There we go.
And he's
Dallas has got our countdown
Daniels is
going.
underneath. He doesn't force it.
Days.
Takes what the defense gives him, puts him in second and manageable. Both coordinators, both head coaches.
4:50 to go. Argos second and 2 from their 38. Watch the highlights. Yeah, they were good. Now they're going to run this over. Carey picking up about 4 or 5. So first down here for the Argos.
They'll move the sticks across the 40. And it'll be at the
Carey doing a
43-yard
nice
line
job
of
as
the
he
Argonauts first and
continues
10.
to
Oftentimes
run.
you get
4
quarterbacks
carries
get a
now,
little greedy,
24
and they
yards.
stick it in there. They love the arm, and both these guys
Arbuckle
have enough
6 of
arm to
9
fit
for
those balls
75,
in
so
there, and
not
we've
really
seen
throwing the ball
Nick
that well.
do that more times than not, and I think that's what's got him in trouble. Is he's got such
One
good
of the
arm
things
talent.
Toronto has
He
struggled
tries to
with
do too
is
much. It's good to see
they're
him check
throwing
down
the
there,
ball.
put his team in good situation.
Which is why a lot of
Getting
people
out-
are
getting decent
excited
field
for when
position back here.
Chad Kelly returns.
Carey lines up alongside Arbuckle.
Here's the
Fake
toss,
the
Arbuckle.
fake the
Look
swing,
out,
and
here
now
comes the
trying
Stamps.
go
He's
back
going
to
to throw
that
this
swing.
way
Deontay
back,
McMahon.
incomplete.
And we saw a little bit of that from the Stampeders earlier against similar
So
offensive
tried to
systems
go
and little
down in the
tweaks in
backfield, get it
execution
to
and everything else
McMahon
coming
and
off a
have him
short
run
week,
up.
5 days ago playing each
McMahon
other,
started
but
to go
that
upfield,
one
didn't
Calgary
see the
sniffed
pass
at the very
coming.
beginning.
The
Yeah,
pass
Brett
was
Monson's
behind him. He had to
defensive
turn around
secondary
and
had this
put on the
locked
brakes and
down,
try to
a
reach
pump
behind,
fake
but
on
he
a
just
bubble
couldn't
screen.
change
And,
the direction,
and Nick
the
didn't force
momentum
it
his
again.
body was carrying, and that's going
Heads
to
up,
drop down
veteran
incomplete.
move. Not going to put it
Second
in
and
harm's
10 now
way
for the
and try to
Argos.
force one in there. Just dumps it out there. And
Not great
basically
play calling
uncatchable,
so
but
far.
Good play, smart play, and live to play another one.
Arbuckle began 3 of 3. He's now 3 of his last 7.
Here's the snap, Arbuckle back.
Once again,
He's looking deep.
drop,
He
looks
goes over the middle, and it's a drop ball.
Right there alongside
Kadeem Carey.
And it goes
The
incomplete
ball
now,
comes
3 of
over
his
the
last
top. He
8
took his
for
eye off of
Highway
it,
had the heads
drops
up on
it
that
down,
one.
and that's
You know,
going to
you wanna
be
see- I want to see that
yikes,
collision.
not
I want to see
good. The
those two
Argos
guys
third
go
and
at
10,
it more
you're gonna have to
often,
kick
but
this one
you're gonna
away.
You see Highway.
Again,
right
they're
in the
trying to
middle of your
mix it
field
up.
right
They're
here.
trying to get
Let me
some
see that
things
get
going,
right,
but
folks.
right
Give me
now,
a second. Nope,
Arbuckle
that
just
one.
not on the
that one.
same page as his
Yeah, he's number
receivers.
7. He's going to come down, and he's right there.
How
He
long
will
do you
pace
go?
you.
Their
He will
Argos
light
just
you up in a
hanging
heartbeat.
on.
Well over 400 tackles in his
Do you make
career.
a change
And he
at
comes
halftime and bring the
with
kid
nasty
Cameron
attitude
Dukes
every
back
time.
in?
One of
What
the
do
best
you do if
running
you're
backs
the
in league.
Argos?
I think he had 7 on his mind before catching that football.
Gary
There's
is getting
the
deep
snap.
breath
The
on the
Argos gonna
sideline
put
after
this one in the
absorbing
air.
that hit as Haggerty goes back to work at
Haggerty
what he does.
taking it all the way to the 5-yard line. Here comes the Stamps. Going to shake off 1, shake off 2, and it's the 3rd and 4th
Fantastic return
tacklers
after a
that can haul him
16-yard
down.
punt for John Haggerty, as he's just going to crush
So
all
with
kinds of records.
just over 3
As the
minutes to
big
go
hit
in the
over
half,
the middle. Kadeem Carey,
the Argos
star running back,
are lucky.
former Calgary Stampeder.
Lucky. Right now, they're only down by 1. The Stampeders charging downfield. Brad, how's it going? Welcome in. Dukes is playing backup today. They wanted to give Arbuckle a chance to start. Dukes, from what I heard, he actually was a little banged up. Now, I don't know if that was just the excuse to say, well, he's a little banged up. We want to give him a rest. We're going to have him back up. Or if it was more of, listen, he wasn't able to get it done last week when it mattered in the end. So they want to switch it up. Arbuckle not having a great game by any means, right? Arbuckle, he's 6 for 11. That means only 6 completed passes for 75 yards. He started 3 for 3 and a touchdown. But boy, have things changed since then. Thank you. Love the broadcast. Oh, you're very welcome. You are very, very welcome. But you know who has been impressive today? It's Jake Mayer. We saw it last game as well. He is 13 for 16, 137 yards with a TD. But the thing is, the Stampeders, they're using their backs, but they're not running a lot. They're doing a lot of short yardage tosses behind the play and running it up again. Ishmael Hyman, 3 receptions. He has 23 yards after carry. We got Peyton Logan. He's got 2 receptions, 15 yards after the catch. It's crazy. Bet on the Argos. I thought they'd be playing much better. Brad, you and me both. I thought the Argos were going to be in this one. The Argos have a good record at home and a great record at home against the West. And, of course, the Stamps 0-4 on the road. So I thought the Argos would have this one in the bank. But looks like, well, there's still lots of game left. But right now they're hanging on. Thank you so much. Hitting that subscribe button. Appreciate it. That puts us 10 subscribers away from 24,200. So thank you so much. And welcome to our community. So that's going to count as we're coming up, I guess, to the 3-minute warning here. Let's see, Stamps again. They're going to throw up behind the line of scrimmage, going to run it up. for a first down and more. Philpott
going
to get that job done. The reception
down for the
and 10 yards
and we hit the 3-minute
after the
warning.
catch.
As
They're going to run
fireworks
this
in the
all
first
night long.
quarter,
For whatever
second
reason,
quarter,
the Argos
teams feeling
cannot
each other out a
stop
little
this
bit
play.
more. And
They
we'll see
toss
if
it
the
behind the line of
Stampeders
scrimmage,
will
and they're
be able
picking
to
up
find a
8,
way
9,
into
10,
the end
11
zone and
yards every
separate themselves
time.
From Toronto.
Just a 3-minute
As
warning
Kansas-
here in Toronto. 3 minutes left in the half. They're going to go to commercial break, and it'll give the Argos a chance to kind of shake their heads and figure out what on earth they can do to stop this Calgary team. It is crazy. It is crazy. Time to get that ball in play. Let's go. Little fluty flick action. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what this team can do. If I'm coach, I think I go back to Cameron Dukes for the second half. Never bet on the Argos in August. There you go, RK. That's awesome. I think I go back to Cameron Dukes in the second half. Nothing against Arbuckle. I thought where Cameron Dukes had a better game, even though, listen, let's be real, Cameron Dukes throwing the ball wasn't much better, but he was running a lot better. 95 yards rushing last game. Arbuckle right now has 3 carries for 4 yards, and I think those 3 carries were all short yardage plays. So I think you got to go back to Cameron Dukes, get him using his legs. He'll throw the ball when he needs, but you got to get something going right now. The Argos offense just looks flat, completely flat. They got to get more people involved right now because they're not throwing the ball. Again, they've only thrown it 11 times, and they've only caught it 6 of those 11. The Stampeders have thrown the ball 17 times. Because the Argos are not really throwing the ball and they're not catching it, what's happening is it's allowing Calgary's defense to hone in more on that running game, and they're not able to get things through. That's for put up your Dukes and get down to it. Let's see what they do. I would love to see them do it. I don't think they will. But hey, here we go. 3 minutes of football.
Thank you to the
left
best
in the
host
first
who's
half.
ever
A
worked
beautiful
on the CFL and TSN,
orange and
Kate
blue
Burnett.
sky here in
Cheap
Toronto.
shot.
And again, behind the line of scrimmage, throwing it up. This
Another
time the
quick
Argos
screen, trying
stack
to
up
work
the
that
near
out
side of the
his
field
hands
and
as
can
fast
stop
as he
Philpott.
can, and Philpott's racking up
Toronto,
the
interesting weather
here tonight
conditions.
against
It was
Toronto.
pouring
Just a
rain
gain of
all
2,
last
second and
night.
8.
And all morning today, the afternoon, the skies cleared up. It's really hot. It is a beautiful, beautiful evening. A little breezy here in Toronto.
High percentage throws.
They are looking to do a great job.
Get him in second and manage. Well, that
Great
time
evening.
didn't work out.
Trying to
but
close this
trying
one.
to spread the load
Trying to
here
get
with
on the
just
board.
one running back on the roster.
Calgary, 2nd and 8. Let's see if Toronto can stand it up again. He's going to go short yardage the other side. Here come the Argos trying to take him down, and they do. Finally, the Argos are able to stop this play by the Stamps. They've been running this all day.
And makes his way back to the
We got
sideline
an
with that
injured
right
Argo
arm
Field
a
who's
little
going
bit
to get
slow
up
to
and
join
move
it.
himself to the
Yeah, you
sideline.
got the right numbers here.
15
They
for
bring
18.
pressure,
It's
and
crazy.
You've got every man accounted
Bucks,
for
what's going on,
one-on-one
buddy?
with Baker,
Welcome in. Hope your summer's
And
going
Royce
really
Mitchell.
well, Bucks. Thank you for hitting that subscribe.
And
9
he gets the
subs
job done.
away.
Open field tackle, picking up where he left off
All
last
right,
week.
3rd and
Tackles,
7.
One forced fumble and an interception.
I love you asking him this week, Matty. What can you do better?
Bam,
He's
setting
on
it up.
10 tackles.
Right. He had 8 2 weeks
Here's
ago.
the snap.
9
They're gonna
last
kick
week,
this
so
one away.
10 is the obvious
A
number.
long kick.
Generic Grant from his own
Argos
20-yard
receive
line.
at the 20. Going to step and cut through. Trying to shake and bake and get loose. Can't do it.
Punt that time, and special teams tackle goes to Darius Williams.
JDA.
As the American earning
So
it
serious wearing
on special
glasses.
teams down the
JDA,
field.
my eyes have gotten
halftime
so
coming
bad.
up with Kate,
So bad.
David Sanchez,
Star of the show right there. Star of the show.
Yep.
India, welcome
That
in.
birthday
I'm not
boy,
sure what that
second in,
means,
just
but
next
if
to Kate, in
you
between
want to
Coach
translate it to
Parker.
English,
What
I'd be
number are
happy
we
to
putting on that? What are we,
respond if
Chaz?
that's
Are
a
we
question.
40 what? 40, I'm going to say 2? I don't know. I'm just guessing here.
He's going to have to answer at halftime now. That's the opening of the halftime show coming up. Is a beautiful sunset
Well,
over the
halftime
GTA.
is coming up.
And at BMO Field, a tight ball game with minute 55 remaining.
Indonesia,
in this
I've heard great things about
Arbuckle
Indonesia.
Swings it out complete.
Had some
who has the
people I know
touchdown
going
for
over to
the
teach
Argonauts,
over there.
hauling it in on just a play that took 3 seconds to complete.
Second down now.
Yeah, Everybody's got it. Simple.
See what
Go
the
to
Argos
read
can
the
do.
defense. Sit down.
Waiting for the
quarterback
next storm.
spots you the
This is
football.
like a typical Florida August,
Halfback's
Bucks?
high, corners low. You got to let
Just
soft
waiting
little
one
spot
storm
over there.
after the
Just
next,
read it,
after the
sit
next.
there, and ball should be delivered on time. Picks you up 6 or 7.
2nd and 2 at
last
the
3
Toronto
games,
33.
the Argonauts
They haven't been able to get much going. Let's see what they can do now. Here's a snap, going to hand it over. They're going to run this one through. That should be first down Argos. If you're just coming in and joining us, come in the chat, say hello, because you are earning points by being in the chat. As you earn points, you're able to bring up some graphics. You can redeem those points, bring up Argos graphics, bring up Stampeders graphics, simply by typing exclamation mark redeem Argos or exclamation mark redeem stamps. Check your points at any time by doing exclamation mark.
We roll with a minute 23 remaining in the first half.
Same type of thing.
2nd and 2 again for the Argos.
Zone coverage.
They're slowly moving through.
guys
1:20 to go.
Playing a little pitch and
Argos
catch
trying to
out
get up
there.
to midfield. They're going to run this ball again.
And once again,
And again, another first down here and a couple extra yards. Forward progress is stopped, so the whistle's going to go.
You go back to it till they stop it. And when they
The Argos going to keep running, picking up a couple of yards here and there.
Adjustment, and when they do,
1st and 10
you
now.
give them
The
the
clock
same
is
look,
at
and then you bust
1:12.
them another way. And to me, you just try to play the cat and mouse and stay one step ahead.
Here's
It's
the
like
snap.
chess.
This coming back across. Long pass. Almost picked off, and it is. Stampeders with an interception. They're going to cross midfield to the 40, to the 35. Oh my goodness, the Argos were getting things going. And Bucks redeeming a cheer. That means I have to cheer for the Stampeders. My goodness. My goodness. Bucks redeeming a cheer, forcing me to have to cheer for Calgary. But what an interception. It's knocked away and then picked up and run all the way back. Oh my goodness.
4th interception. 13th of his career right there. Thanks to his good friend,
Houston,
middle linebacker,
we have a
Mike
problem because Houston picks up the deflected ball and is able to run that one back down. Oh my gosh. I don't know why the cheer graphic didn't come up though. Here's Calgary with the ball, spinning away, going to throw this downfield, and a huge catch. Is this going to be ruled a catch or incomplete? They're marking it. Looks like this is going to be a catch. They're talking about it. Mayer with that arm. Wow, 22 yards completed pass. Now that's a quarterback. He's using his legs. He's creating space. And a heads-up play here as a receiver coming back upfield to make the catch. Peyton, wow. They get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calgary with it.
Will be underneath to Reggie Beggleton as the 30-year-old Mayer completes yet another.
I'll be honest.
The score zone.
I didn't even think about it. I didn't even realize he was back on. Let me go and take a look.
I mean, that's just great recognition.
That's so weird. It's showing it's not on. But Bucks, it took your points, right? Did I read that correctly?
Last time down here it was Cam Eccles. Where will they go on 2nd and 10? Argos sends the pressure. Now Mayer has to step up underneath.
Oh, and there's a first down, Stampeders. Oh, I lied. So I saw the response was telling Bucks he didn't have enough chips.
And goal.
Enough points to redeem. But yeah, cheer is.
Jake Mayer moving around back
We'll
there
leave
a
it
couple
on.
times on this drive.
Cheer is on, but it's a lot of
18
points.
seconds here, Matty. They got to dial it up quickly.
The Stampeders, 1st and goal, 17 seconds to go. David James, welcome in, running it in, touchdown, Calgary.
Logan gets his first rushing touchdown of the season.
That was a nice
Stampeders.
Calgary Stampeders points off a turnover.
Putting
right
another
there,
touchdown on the board. Oh my goodness, disaster. Striking at the end of the first half. The Argos marching downfield. They turn it over with an interception. And the Stampeders, with just a couple plays, march it into the end zone.
Up to is Royce Metier.
So when the extra point is made, it'll be 15-7. Oh,
that was an
goodness.
easy walk in for Peyton Logan.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, welcome in.
Off a
Thank
turnover
you for
from
being here.
Stamps.
Make sure you hit that thumbs up
Making
for
magic.
us.
saying thank you very much to a great play by Mike.
Wow.
It doesn't happen without the great
Logan, the
catch as well
2-yard
by Marcus
run,
Michelle.
he goes in.
Reggie Beggleton getting yards after
14-7,
catch.
the extra
Everyone
point.
contributing on a 4-play, 37
gonna make
yard
it
drive. Just took
15-7.
42 seconds to get into the end
Yikes.
zone after the Micah Awe tip to Mario Houston interception.
The
And now
Argos.
Rene Paredes
The Argos will
lines
get the
up
ball
extra point.
starting the second
Knocks
half.
it
The extra
through.
point is good.
15-7 advantage as a late flag comes
DX,
out.
welcome in.
There's a little bit too much discussion between these two clubs, and at the end
My
of play, the
goodness.
officials determine someone deserves a flag.
So yeah,
Looks like it might have been
Stampeders
Trevon Tate, the former
received
Argonaut,
to
maybe
start the
talking to his
game,
ex-teammates.
so the Argos will receive at the end of the half.
Why not?
After the play, misconduct penalty, 10 yards, Calgary number 64. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Okay, so Calgary picking up a
Yeah, watch this
misconduct
touchdown here, the
call.
great job of
So what's going to
up
happen
front.
is they're going to kick off wherever the
McCown
play
and Bell.
ends up going.
They got numbers.
They will add
Bell
10
chips
yards
the second level.
to it.
Sends
for the
Metier
Argos.
flying, walk in for Logan.
Boy, oh boy.
That
If
was
you
just
would have
little-
told me that the Stampeders would have a 15-7 lead at the half, I would have told you no chance.
And not,
8
not really
touches
perfect
for
execution by the
14
Calgary Stampeders
rushing
on
yards,
that drive,
37
because Jake Mayer
receiving
had to make
yards.
some things happen.
Peyton Logan,
made a nice catch.
what
You saw
a game
Marcus
he is
Michelle
having
make a
here
nice
tonight.
catch, and then everybody just kind of contributing there when they had to, and taking a lead possibly here into halftime.
There, he's
Goes
been
back to the
having
Micah Awe tip.
ridiculous
He told us a
game
couple of weeks
himself,
ago,
going 19
coming
for
off of
22,
the
184
loss on the road,
passing
which
yards
we said multiple
in
times
the
for
first
Stampeders
half.
this year, 0-4 away from
He only had
Exhilarating
100
Stadium.
yards all
He was
first
just
half
excited
last
to get back
game.
on the football field after losing 33-6 to the Ottawa Red Blacks, because when you have a short week, when you got to turn around and go and get it, you just have to execute better. There's not a lot of work to do. You can't install a bunch of stuff, and that play,
Here's
great
the
indication
kick.
of that 5 days since they last played. He read the eyes of
Getting
Arbuckle,
some
gets
good
the
air.
tip.
Toronto
Houston
going to
gets the
receive. Here they
interception.
come up to the 40. Dancing around, turning the corner. Trying to turn on the Jets. Here they go. The Argos across midfield. The 50. The 40. To the 30. And this is going to move up another 10 yards. Oh, we got a flag. Oh, boy.
Just like that.
Oh, boy.
3 seconds on the go. If it's not a holding penalty or illegal block, Toronto's in scoring position.
What's the
return? Holding, Toronto number 10.
Oh.
10-yard penalty. First down.
Well, they get the rookie Kevin Mittal
Holding
on the call.
call.
As Mickey Donovan, special teams coordinator, looks on. Only 9 special teams penalties for the Argonauts, coming in best in the CFL. So part of their success in the return game has been the fact that they just don't take penalties in the return game.
Yeah, right in front of you, in the middle of the screen, number 10. Hey,
So
Sullivan.
Toronto with a
Nice guy.
43-yard return.
See, we got a pretty good
And that
grip in
all
that
gets
jersey.
negated because of a holding
Believe me,
call.
Janarian Grant,
So instead
we
of
all know
Toronto
CFL doesn't need much
in
holding.
scoring position, they're now forced
Bailey
back in their
Whiteside
own
leading
zone.
the Stampeders in
And they're
special
not going to be
teams
able to do
tackles.
anything here. They're going to run out the clock.
A little extra assignment that time from Kevin Mittal.
Oh,
but
my God.
it
The
negates
whistle's
what
going to
could
go.
have been.
First half
Mike Rose flying on
is
that
going to come
lightning,
to an
man.
end, and there's some
Another 3
arguing
points
going on
potentially
here on the
board.
field.
So 15-7 and an entertaining first half of football
My
here
goodness.
between.
So the first half comes to an end. The Argos are in some trouble here. Oh boy, you know what? I'm going to leave it on this screen. I was going to flip to my other screen, but with all the issues we've had with the stats, we're going to leave it here. So we're going to talk for a little bit. Let's break down all the stats in this game so far. Oh my goodness, unbelievable. All right. Talking about first downs. Oh, here's an interview. Hang on.
Cam, I've kind of heard you say you're like a dog catching a frisbee out there. So can you kind of talk about this chemistry you're getting now with Jake Mayer?
Yeah, you know, that term just comes from my college coach, Junior Adams. You know, we just had a room full of frisbee catching dogs. But yeah, you know, the chemistry in the room is it's like no other. We all gel really well. We also gel with the quarterbacks.
Any adjustments you want to see here on the offense heading into the second half?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Any adjustments you want to see on your offense here heading into the second half?
Finish. Let's just finish. Keep doing what we're doing. Let's just finish.
Best of luck.
Thank you. Have a blessed one.
There it is. Eccles, nice little interview. He says, we just got to finish. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Much appreciated. They just got to finish. The Argos, they got to wake up and they got to get going. All right, here are the stats. 13 first downs for Calgary in the first half, 8 for the Toronto Argonauts. Each team went 1 for 1 in their third down efficiency. Total yards, 211 for the Stampeders, That breaks out as 184 passing, 27 rushing. For the Argonauts, 136 total yards, 91 passing, 45 rushing. Those numbers are terrible. Absolutely terrible. They're not throwing the ball. They're not successfully running the ball. They're trying to mix it up, but they're just not able to do it. Argos, no red zone attempts so far in this game. Calgary's 2 for 3 in the red zone. Argos have taken 4 penalties. Calgary only with 1. Time of possession, it's all Stampeders. 17 and a half minutes with the football. The Argonauts, 12 and a half minutes. And of course, the Argos with only 1 turnover. The way the scoring went, it was a punt single point to open the scoring, open this game up, 1-0 Stampeders. Arbuckle threw a nice 22-yard pass to Mackay Polk. He scores, makes it 7-1. Then the Stamps, Mayer, he passes it to Eccles, picks up the touchdown, and with the extra makes it 8-7 Calgary. And then we saw just moments ago, after an interception, Stamps throwing it downfield, Peyton Logan rushes it in 2 yards for the touchdown, making it 15-7 Stampeders in a very, very bizarre first half of football. Again, not good at all. Jake Mayer himself going 19 for 22 in that first half, 184 yards, only 1 throwing TD, his longest pass, 38. Nick Arbuckle, he goes 8 for 14. 8 for 14, 1 TD, 1 interception, and of course, that was a major interception. His longest was the 22-yard toss for the TD. On the rushing side for the Stamps, Peyton Logan, 5 carries, 14 yards, and a TD. Philpott, 1 carry for 8 yards. Tommy Stevens, the short yardage quarterback, he goes 1 carry for 5 yards. For the Argonauts, Kadeem Carey, not really getting much done. 6 carries, 32 total yards. His longest was a 9-yard run. Middle 1 for 9 yards, and Nick Arbuckle, 3 for 4 yards. Those were all second and inches or 2nd and 1. From the receiving side, Calgary spreading the ball around. Beagleton, 5 receptions, 47 yards. Nice job there. Peyton Logan, he does 3 receptions for 37. Michael, 2 for 30. Hyman, 3 for 27. Philpott, 3 for 20. Tucker, 2 for 13. And Eccles, 1 for 10 yards and the touchdown. For the Argos side, Polk, he goes 2 for 30 with the touchdown. Daniels, 2 for 22. McMahon, 1 for 16. Carey, 1 for 11. Sindani, 1 for 8. And Meidel, 1 for 4. On the defensive side, Demario Houston, he had that nice interception right here at the end of the quarter, which really turned things around. Not that the Stamps needed it turned around, but able to give them the ball and move downfield for that late half touchdown. He also leads the way with tackles, tied with Judge with 3. For the Argos, Priester, he goes 4 tackles, 1 sack, which is pretty awesome. Mechie and Jones, Spoke, Franklin, Pierce, all with 3 tackles themselves. So the Argos D, they're getting in on there, but they gotta do a little bit of a better job. The defense getting tired for being on the field as long as they had. From the kicking side of the game, the Stamps, Cody Grace, 3 punts, 159 total yards, longest 57. John Haggerty, 3 punts, 174 yards, his longest 65 yards. And this is where Haggerty really comes to shine. He can launch that ball. 65 yards is huge. On the kick return, Hyman, 2 returns for a total 25 yards. The Argonauts, McMahon, 1 for 14. Grant, 1 for 10. On the punt return, Hyman, 1 for 23. Eccles, 2 for 21. And Jerry and Grant for the Argos, 2 returns, 9 yards. So just everything not working here for the Argos. Hayden, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. So the Argos, their returns not working. Their running game not working. Their passing game not working. What is working? If I'm the Argos right now in this locker room, I got to look back at my play calling. I got to figure out what we can do to get things going. The line of scrimmage passes not working. The over the middle passes not working. They had one deep pass that worked, the 22-yard pass that worked, but Arbuckle hasn't been able to repeat that. I said it earlier, and again, not a knock against Arbuckle by any means, but I myself would go back to Cameron Dukes. The difference here is while Cameron Dukes also did not pass the ball a whole lot, right? Had trouble switching from his intended primary target to secondary target. He ran the ball. He put his feet in motion, and he had 95 rushing yards in the last game. Arbuckle not really getting his rushing game going. So I think you got to make the move. You got to switch it up and get Cameron Dukes in this game for the second half. I think you got to do it. We'll see if Dimwitty and the coaching staff feels the same way. This is an important game for the Argonauts. The Argonauts need to find a way to really find their footing here in the Eastern Conference, right? They're sitting 4-4, 8 points. Hamilton is only 2 wins, so Hamilton really not threatening them right now. But the Argos want to start putting some points on the board. They want to keep it close with Ottawa. Ottawa, of course, 5-2 in the tie last night. Montreal 7-1. Montreal leading the East big time. Out in the West, it's Saskatchewan and BC atop that division. Saskatchewan 5-3-1. They tied with Ottawa last night. And BC Lions 5-3. Calgary sitting just behind BC. So a win today. Did I just drop something? I sure did. A win today ties Calgary with BC Lions. Of course, BC plays Edmonton on Sunday, so you got to believe BC is going to win that. But at least in the interim, it would tie them there. All right. Sorry, I had to pick up my paper. Winnipeg and Edmonton at the bottom there. One win for Edmonton. Not that I ever want to count a team out. I think you can count Edmonton out. Winnipeg hanging around. They are 3-6. And of course, you never know. They have the bye, I think, this week. So you don't want to give them a chance if you're in that West. Calgary, Winnipeg is just 2 points behind Calgary. So if Calgary loses today, next week becomes super important. Of course, the Argonauts have a bye week next week. Real deal. How's it going? Welcome in. The Argonauts have a bye week this week, so they can put it all out on the field. They can let it go and try to get something done because they have that extra week to rest. But right now, they are just not looking like a well put together team. And that's unfortunate. Of course, still no update with the quarterback situation in regards to Chad Kelly. And a lot of people have been asking me, Sam, what's going on with Kelly? No word as of yet. When I looked yesterday, I did not see. He was supposed to be out for 9. This would be game 9 for the Argonauts. You would think he'd be eligible to return after the bye, but nothing said as of yet. So still waiting to see. Obviously, when Kelly returns, he is going to be the guy. He's going to get in there and take the snaps and look to move this Argos team forward. However, they got to get there, and today is a big, big game. The Argos versus the West have been a solid team. We talked about this kind of in the opening. The Argonauts have won 12 of their past 13 games at BMO Field, and their past 8 in a row at home against West teams. So they have 8 in a row versus West teams. So that's where I think things are going there. So good home record for the Argonauts, just not able to really get it going. Calgary, on the other hand, they are 0-4 outside of McMahon Stadium this year. 0-4. And as well, Calgary has not had back-to-back game sweep of the Argonauts since 2008. So statistically speaking, you'd think the Argos would have this one. Well, they got to turn things around. 15-7, Calgary overcame a bigger deficit than that in the last game. Let's see now. It's the Argos' turn to return. What adjustments will they make at the half? That is the question. One of the things, can I make this bigger? Let's see if I can make this a little bigger. Because I can't read. There we go. Oh, no, it just makes it blurry. One of the thing I would like to see Arbuckle use a little bit more is some of his receivers, right? We're not getting a lot out to the receivers. He is getting some time. He's getting some time to throw the ball, but not much. So he's got to be quick. And what we're seeing them do is use kind of the strategy that Calgary's doing, where they're snapping the ball, right? He takes the ball off the snap. He's immediately turning. So he's looking across field, not downfield, and he's throwing over across, still behind the line of scrimmage. The receiver is getting it and then trying to run it up. That's what Calgary's been doing so well. And he's been doing it over and over, and the Argos haven't been that successful at it. What they got to do is take the snap back. They got to look for their intended target, right? You go your primary, no. I go secondary, no. Then you go to your outlet, which is usually the rover guy who's playing just up a little bit, so you can kind of dump the ball over the middle. So when you're coming back, do I got my guy out here? No, he's covered. I swivel. Do I got my guy here? Yes, I do. I'm going downfield. Or no, I don't. I'm going to my outlet. If the play calls for it, sometimes you don't necessarily have to go deep to your corners. We've seen them go over the top to Kadeem Carey a couple times. You take your step back pass and you rocket it in straight across to hit Kadeem Carey. However, Kadeem Carey, he's dropped a couple of those today. So that hasn't been working well for him. Is it confidence in the quarterback? Is it the quarterback just not putting the ball where the receivers need it to go? There's so many questions about why we're not seeing the type of success that you would think Arbuckle would bring, right? You can't go a whole half of football and only throw the ball a handful of times, right? You can't go 8 receptions, 8 completions. You can't do that. CX, if I'm in Toronto, so I get it on TSN here in Toronto. If you're in the United States, unfortunately, I couldn't recommend anything, but you're welcome to hang out and listen along with us here because it's Toronto. Oh, I should have guessed. I should have anticipated that comment, Triton. Really should have. You know, the Argos over the years, they have been a hit and miss team, right? They've been very, very strong. And even years when they're not as strong, they've kind of faded away. One thing Toronto has had is a quarterback. You know, they've always had somebody pretty solid in the quarterback position. And I think this is the first time in a long time that I can remember where the quarterback has struggled. And of course, that all changes as soon as Kelly comes back. And I know I'm putting a lot of emphasis on Kelly, but what we saw him do in the past, he looks really, really good. So I'm excited for his return. I'm excited to see how Cameron Dukes continues to develop. I'm high on this kid. I like him a lot. I think he's got a lot of potential. Still has to figure a couple things out, but Cameron Dukes is playing good football. But the CFL is an interesting game, as I've been saying. They can figure it out a way to come up with the win. Now, if you're in the Toronto area and surrounding regions, if you've never been down to BMO Field for a football game, you got to go down and check it out. It is a lot of fun. They don't draw big crowds, but they draw loud crowds, and their fans are passionate, and they're a ton of fun. So highly recommend if you're in the Toronto area and it happens to be on a weekend when there's a game, you got to go check it out, especially once the CNE opens up. All right, we're about set for the second half of football. Time to get things going. The Argos, what adjustments are they going to make?
Level with Kenzie Lalonde.
We're going to find out.
Well, Robert, can you kind of just take me through the team's frame of mind in that intermission?
We just got to stick together and play with one another, knowing that we got our brothers back, you know what I'm saying? Not too much they doing, but worry about what we doing, you know what I'm saying? Play for one another, run to the ball, and just keep making our plays that come to us. Don't do too much. and just stay in between the lines.
We're able to get to Mayor there in the first half. How does your group do that more consistently here?
We stick together. We keep everything between us, you know what I'm saying, on the locker room and on the benches, and just negotiate and discuss what we see on the field and make our adjustments and execute them.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, so nice little interview. He didn't really say much, but a couple key things here. Ben, what's going on? Welcome. Looks like Arbuckle is going to be returning back in. He's getting some warm-up throws on the sideline. What Priester says is we stick together. We're all together. The Argos slogan, we pull together. Right? They're there for each other's back. They're there to play for each other. And they just got to keep it between the lines and get it going. Argo's going to receive. Here comes Jerry Grant up the middle. Jerry Grant's going to go. Oh, he runs all the way to the Calgary 40. Great return here for Jerry Grant. And there's Triton bringing up the cheer. That's going to force me to cheer for the Calgary Stampeders.
There's not much space there.
Jerry Grant with a great return. Finally finding one to bust free, and it's up the middle as he runs through towards the near side of the field, finds a lane.
That's why he's out there.
Almost was able to get loose. Some great blocking there, no flags, no holds.
Big time return though.
Jerry Grant,
number 3, Janarian Grant,
trying to get through Calgary, grabbing the jersey, hauling him down.
Arbuckle with a 1st and 10.
All right,
talking it through.
We're cheering for Calgary now, thanks to Triton. Here's the snap. Arbuckle fakes the handoff. Arbuckle looking deep. He's going to throw this across. Nice catch here. Is that Coxie? That's going to get stripped out, but they're going to say this was already down. It is going to be Coxie coming up with the catch. Calgary battling hard. Battling real hard, but a nice start of the second half here for the Argonauts.
Nice route on the edge by Z receiver.
And exactly what we were saying at halftime. I'd like to see them come out and use the receivers, throw downfield, and that's exactly what they do, 17 yards.
Second half here, big time return knocking on the door already for the Argos.
After a huge return, that's going to set it up at the Calgary 25. Stampeders looking to stop them. Here's the snap. This coming across. Nice throw over. Kadeem Carey. Oh, and he drops the ball. He has it pulled out of his hands. Calgary, they steal it. The whistles are blowing. Kadeem Carey was thrown up in the air, and it looked like he got grabbed and slammed down, and while he was in the air, I think the ball was stripped.
Yeah, we get it. I get that.
Down with contact, they're calling it. It was like Kadeem Carey took an RKO out of nowhere. Nicholas, how's it going?
Dave Dickinson doesn't have the ability to
I'm hungry too.
Having an incorrect challenge.
Dickinson losing his mind again. Kadeem Carey flying through the air.
Yeah, it was a good-looking play to begin with, and then
he goes up,
see if the ball comes out,
and he just gets power bombed.
Ball's out, and you know that's just happening.
Crazy
too many
play
times.
here.
Just let that play out.
But Bentley Sanders, one hand, two hands, continue to fight as Carey's upside down, and it was like
trying to get a video of that one.
Rips it out before Carey hits the ground.
After automatic review by the command center, the ball was out prior to the ball carrier being on the ground.
So they're saying the ball was out.
Recovery by Calgary. It will be first down Calgary.
First down Calgary.
Andre Prue understands that, and I think he can hear the frustration in his voice.
First down Calgary. Unbelievable again. As the Argos are marching downfield. The Argos get some things going for them.
And to me, that's what I would like
and
to
it's
see.
a turnover. So Calgary takes the ball back. Wow.
And but you know, I think you can see the frustration on Cameron Judge's face there as well, because he understands this could have been a big-time game changer, because Judge got the ball in his hands and he's off to the races. That play's not whistled dead there. You let it play out.
One more.
And you get the full play, and Judge is
unbelievable.
exasperated.
Florida Park Explorers, what's going on? Dave the Bear Shark tarps off. Welcome into some Canadian Football League action. So it is ruled down. They don't get the big return. Calgary with the toss. That's going to pick up 8 yards there. Unbelievable. Kadeem Carey just went flying through the air, up and over. He was grabbed and slammed down.
And another design play where the receivers got
That was wild.
really hard in order to maintain their block.
But again, the Argonauts finally get good things going, and they cannot turn it around.
Picking up 8 yards. Good looking first down play.
So from the Calgary 21, it's 2nd and 3. The Argos would love a stop here. Let's see what Calgary does.
2nd and 3.
There's the snap. They're going to hand it off in the backfield, running it up past the line of scrimmage, but not enough. It's going to be about 3rd and 2.
Little conversation.
So let's see if they're going to bring in Stevens and go for another short yardage rush. Dickinson is doing this, whatever this play call is.
He was a beast.
Unbelievable.
When he played.
What back and forth action.
Hardware there was to be handed out.
3rd and 1. So actually, they're giving them a good spot. They're going to bring in Stevens for this for sure. 3rd and 2, you'd have to guess. But 3rd and 1, they're going for. Stamps are ready. Argos can't go offside. In motion, they're said, oh, Calgary's going to jump. Everybody's pointing at each other. Is this going to be offside Argos, or is this going to be procedure Calgary? All the officials are coming in to talk about it. Everybody jumps.
Or did he see it?
So they might have got the Argos here.
You want your center to snap the ball.
If so, it'll be a 5-yard penalty, first down Calgary.
And he sees somebody move, he'll snap the ball and catch him in the neutral zone.
Defensive offside on the Argonauts results in a 5-yard penalty, first down. Calgary Stampeders. They did it. They got the Argos to jump.
That's typically a good sign. There they jump in the neutral zone, then you reach out and touch them, and you
My
to
goodness.
protect yourself. And that's a great job of picking up a freebie right there.
Great job by the Stamps to count it in, get the Argos to jump to the Calgary 27, 1st and 10. The rush, the long, deep pass. Was it caught? I think he was out of bounds. There was a shove, though. I think this is going to be an incomplete pass.
You know, and I talked to Dave about it.
Wow.
Let me see if I can find him.
Unbelievable.
Please is right. Oh, yeah. Markin is playing games there, faking
The catch was out. His foot was out. He didn't get it in. So it will be 2nd and 10. That was close. Very, very close.
Might have been going the other way if it was thrown in the playing field.
2nd and 10.
Calgary set. Here's the snap, dropping back. Argos busting through. They can't tackle him. Mayer gets away from 4 Argonauts, but he goes to swat it, and it's knocked down, picked up. Argos grab the ball. They're going to run this one down. Priester has it. They're going to run this one downfield just in case it's not called a down ball. What a play by the Argonauts. How are they going to rule this? Are they going to call this one down? It was a fumble. Priester definitely swiped it away. I don't think he got touched, so this ball should not be down. Great knockdown. Priester picks it up. Wow, big sack. Are they going to call it a sack, or are they going to call it a knockout? This should be a knockout fumble ball. We'll see when they return. End-to-end action. This game has everything. The Argos know they got to get this ball back, and they got to put some points on the board. And they are fighting for it right now. Absolutely fighting for it. We'll see what this official ruling on the field is going to be when they return. Texans up 20-12 over the Steelers. Falcons down to the Dolphins, 17-13. The Dolphins getting things done. Dolphins going to have a fun team to watch this year. Blue Jays barely hanging on versus Oakland. That's just sad. Baltimore 4-1 over Tampa Bay. Blue Jays disappointing. Very, very disappointing. This is a fun time of year, though. Baseball making its way, solidifying the places, the march towards the fall. The NFL just kicking off. CFL in full swing, working through. And, of course, a lot of folks counting down 64 days to the NHL season begins and gets going. So that is exciting. We are exciting. We'd love to be able to see some football in the fall if these Argonauts could pick things up and really get going to make some kind of a difference. Welcome in. If you're just joining us, thank you for being here. My name is Sam. Welcome to the show. The Argonauts struggling. All right, they're coming back.
Jake Mayer just lost his first fumble. He's had 3 knocked out of his hands. This is the first one the other team has recovered. Is Falarno Rimolano.
So it is ruled a fumble.
Yeah, and I thought that Jake might have felt him on his backside there. Obviously he didn't, and I'm not sure if Priester was ever touched there. I don't have a good look at it there, but I don't think he was.
The Priester, he picked up the ball and ran it down. He wasn't actually touched. Nathan, hello, welcome in. Argos, please, I'm with you.
Has been
so the Argos will have the ball back. They're going to have it at the Calgary 32. So great field position. They're going to hand this one off nowhere. Kadeem Carey goes nowhere. And we got some flag on the play.
Flying into the backfield that
late
time
flag here.
Coxie have a discussion. I got a feeling Judge is going to have bad intentions the rest of the night.
Number 66, that penalty is declined. It will be their second down.
The holding on Toronto. Penalty is declined. Going to be second down.
I just don't know how Andre Prue.
Guys got to keep their cool right now. Got to keep their cool.
Who's got the ball right now at this point? Because
can't allow
they're handing it over so
the
often
frustrations
to
take silly penalties. So 2nd and 11 for the Argonauts right now. They would be in field goal range.
Yeah, but that was just dominance by the D-line of Calgary there, and Cameron Judge is in the backfield once again.
2nd and 11.
There's the snap. Arbuckle is back to throw. Here comes the blitz, and it's thrown into the ground, but they rule it is it a fumble? The Argos dive on it to recover. Depends where the arm motion was. Was this a fumble or it called an incomplete pass?
That's Coatney.
Yeah, Josiah Coatney got into the backfield. It looks like might have influenced Arbuckle enough to have it pop out of his hands once again.
Not that it matters.
He just beats Vandal.
Yeah, that would be a fumble. The Argos do recover it. The difference is if the Argos didn't recover it, it would be Calgary ball. The Argos, 3rd and 12. They should be going for a field goal now. And Filler comes out.
Warm up with Haggerty holding a
flag on the play. The kick is up. The field goal is good. Let's see what the flag is.
And what is the flag?
41-yard field goal is good.
Calgary keep the points here.
Waiting on the penalty call.
101, keep the points on the board if not getting the first down, right?
Andre Prue communicates.
Unless it's a 10-yarder.
With his side judge. And
just give you 3rd and 2.
We'll make the call.
On the previous play, we got an illegal formation on Calgary. They had 7 players on the same side. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, the field goal is good.
Okay, so it was an illegal formation on Calgary.
Now a 15-10 ball
so
game.
So the Argonauts decline that. So they keep the points.
Grant return.
Had it been a 10-yard penalty, it still would have been 3rd and 2. So the Argos would have to go for a 2-yard play for the first down. They elect to not do that, take the field goal, take the 3 points, and it's now a 5-point game. So 15-10. So a 1 touchdown game here. The Argos still in it. That's right, Nathan. That was the good choice, I think. That was the good choice to take it. Thank you, Curtis. Jays now up 3-1. Thank goodness, because if they end up losing to Oakland, I mean, I'm already mad at the Blue Jays, but if they lose to Oakland, it just makes it that much worse. So the Argos, after a very, very bizarre 3rd quarter, we still got lots of time to go, but a very bizarre start to the 3rd quarter, back and forth with turnovers and whatnot. The Argos find themselves putting some points up on the board here, trying to make this a little bit of a football game. That is exactly what they are doing. So Good work, Argos. Good job and a good play call. Take the points or take the 3. Don't try to force anything and regroup. They do, Nathan. They got to smother them. They need to get up. The problem is the defense has spent a lot of time on the field. A lot. And that makes it tough late in the game. The Stampeders have had the ball for almost 20 minutes of this game. The Argonauts, they're coming up to about 15 minutes of possession. When your defense is on for 20 minutes and we're just starting, we're the first bit of the third quarter, they've played a lot of football. A lot of football. But really the story of this game has been the Calgary quarterback. Jake Maier has been outstanding. He's 21 for 25, just shy of 200 yards. He does only have 1 TD. Arbuckle, he's 10 for 16 with 120 yards, a TD and an interception. So Arbuckle, he's trying to redeem himself here, but now it's going to be Maier going back to work. Let's see what he's going to do. First one, fake the handoff. Now this is going to be thrown over the middle. First down, Calgary. We do have flags on the play as we hit the 10-minute mark of the third. Let's see what the flag is going to be here.
Illegal procedure, Calgary, no end. 5-yard penalty. Okay. Will we play first down?
So illegal procedure on Calgary, 5 yards. He's going to push them back. First down again.
Fumbles and just 6
so it's going to be first and 15, Calgary. First down.
You see everybody coming from depth. And
that's their second, I think, illegal call. Legal formation call.
Dropping his elbow slot and his arm slot down. Find a receiver on target.
Here comes Calgary, first and 15. We got whistles right away. More flags being thrown.
A couple of them, and they're just going crazy with it right now here in the third quarter.
5-yard penalty.
Well, Toronto was talking a lot of smack to his
procedure on Calgary again. This is going to move back another 5 yards. So this is going to be first and 20 now for Calgary.
I'd jump out of my stance too if I was across from Falarn or Revelade and Jake.
So a couple of careless penalties here have moved the Stamps back 20 yards. Their second or third chance at a first down. First and 20 now from the Calgary 30, so it's pushing them way back. Here's the snap. Maier can eliminate it all right away, and the ball comes out. Argos recover. The ball is loose. The Argos recover, and they get it down to the 15-yard line. Maier gets taken down. Maier says, hey, no, incomplete pass. I was throwing it. Maier says it's an incomplete pass. The ball comes out. The Argos recover and run it into the end zone. It bounced around like a pinball for a little bit. So let's see what this call is going to be now. This is either going to be an incomplete pass and still Calgary ball, or it's a fumble. Oh, and it's ruled an incomplete pass.
Arms coming forward.
So, I disagree with this call because he was coming across. He was coming across to throw it, but he was bringing it back down. He was bringing it back down. It was kind of a fake, right? He was bringing the ball back down, and it gets knocked out. So he was not going to throw it. He was going to fake it, and on the way down, it gets knocked out. So they call it an incomplete pass. I don't like that play. Like that call. But it's going to be second and 20 here. Second and 20. Here we go. Let's see what they do here. In motion. Here's the snap. The Argos pushing again. Long pass over the middle. This is going to be caught.
And 20. Michelle gets back about.
It's going to be third down. It's going to be third and about
near
3.
The 50-yard line, but they'll still send out the punting unit for the Stampeders.
So a nice toss, picking up some yards for Jake Maier. The Stamps are going to come out and kick this one away, which is too bad, right, Nathan? Because the Argos, they could have used that if they would have called it the turnover. Even if they didn't give them the touchdown, if they said they were down by contact, they would have been in great field position.
Still got to punt it away, though.
You're right. When Jake Maier leans into it, as good as
third
anybody
and
in
4,
the league,
Calgary going to kick this one away.
On that throw. Finally getting a chance to see one clean after a messy
ball was
drive.
bobbled, but it's a clean kick.
From here early in the third.
Argos going to receive at the 25, up to the 30, the 40. They got room. They got room. They're looking for a block. The 50. There they go. Grant 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Jerry and Grant on the return.
Masterpiece in double blue.
Argos. Jerry and Grant with a touchdown on the kick. Wow. Return for the touchdown. There we go. What a play.
Yes,
Jerry and Grant, he's running up and he's pointing. He's saying, get him, get him, get him. He saw the one man that needed the block. He gets the block and runs that in. 16-15, the Argos still have to kick the extra point.
What's happened here in the first 7 minutes of this third
wow.
quarter, but it's been back and forth.
What a crazy quarter. Prep, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well, having a great summer.
And now special teams have said hello.
That was huge. And they're going for 2. The Argos are 3 for 5 this season on 2-point converts. They're doing it here. Here's the snap. Arbuckle tosses it in there. Argos for 2. 2 points, 18-15 now. That was key because it means a field goal for the Stamps tie it instead of taking the lead. Good heads-up call. Great heads-up call here by the Argos to go for 2. They put it in and take the lead, 18-15. That was awesome. The Argos getting that one done. Wow. Prep, I'm not sure if you saw my message the other day, but if you have any more questions, reach out to Dee. Dee is the expert, and I'm sure she would be glad to help you guys out. So if you have any questions, let us know or reach out to Dee directly. Unbelievable. Have a live $10 parlay with Argos. Cash out $493. Nathan. Wow, that's huge. Cha-ching. Nathan, what do you need? The Argos to win outright on the money line? That's huge. Well, we're hoping for you, Nathan. We're hoping for you. Right now, the Argos hanging on to that lead. That's right. And how funny is that? Right after Nathan puts in about his potential parlay winnings, our bot drops our PayPal link. So Nathan, if you have a big win, if you get that big win, there's our PayPal link. Will be your good luck charm. I'm just teasing. That's funny. A 5-teamer. Wow. Those are tough to win. Very tough. Are the Argos the last one? Have you already won your other 4? Man, that would be stressful if this is the last win you need. But unbelievable. What a series of events here. The Argos with some good blocking, creating space for Jerry and Grant
ridiculous when you
to
can
get going and score on the return. The 2-point convert.
And that's what makes that
makes
guy
a
right
field
there
goal to tie instead of win. So good job, by the Argos to turn things around. Need Dodgers and Steelers. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Here's the kick. Calgary on their return now, and there's a big hit about the 36-yard line. Huge hit, knocking the Calgary player down into the bench area. So Calgary, they're going to get things started here. This is exciting. This is Canadian Football League football. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Most kick TD returns. Jerry and Grant is now 4th with 12. Brandon Banks has 13, Livingston 15, and Gizmo Williams leading it with 31. So I don't think anyone's going to catch Gizmo. Here's another toss up the middle. Argos going to take down, so it'll be second and 5.
Grant certainly changing the feel of this football game as it was a sloppy start to the third quarter.
The Argos finding a way to take that lead.
He's going
Lots of time still to go. Anything can happen.
Well, if you heard Lionel talk about him, he's very
This is really exciting.
an opportunity.
Here we go, second and 5 at the Calgary 39-yard line.
He's just waiting for his next punt return.
Here's a snap coming back across. First down, Calgary. Nice little juke move. Calgary starting to run. And they're going to get up across midfield.
Once again,
First down, Stampeders.
Explosive playmaker.
Oh, boy.
Calgary passing attack.
Oh, boy.
Such a subtle but great
Under
move
7
by
minutes in the
Clark
third quarter.
Comes from the left side of your screen. And he just avoids the tackler, makes him miss seamlessly. And
Calgary's been impressive. Toronto's kind of been hanging on.
Averaging 14 yards per catch.
James, how's it going? Welcome in. No Stamps.
Clark Barnes, his 22nd of the year there.
Here's the handover. Stamps going to cross the line of scrimmage again. Picking up about 5, depending on where they call this down.
Trying to get a
Maybe
kick
4 or 5 yards.
yeah, near for edge linebacker got to come up and take that on.
There's a stop of forward momentum and a big crowd there.
It's got a good
second
feeling,
down
well
and
done. Only pick
a
up
bit.
3 on that one.
The multiple layers, though, man. When we're talking about the running game,
Stamps starting to get that run game going again. Second and 7, so they don't get a great spot.
Sorry. And we're going to address 7 offensive linemen.
And we're going to use them in that way. And we're going to bring Bagleton in. And we're going to distribute the football to
We got
Philpott
just under
as
6
well
minutes to go in the third quarter.
Stevens, yeah.
Stamps spreading the field. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going? Happy Friday. They're going in motion. Here's a snapback. Mayer, he's looking deep. He's going way deep. He's got a man open. He jumps up. Can't come down with the ball. Bagleton trying to go up and get it. But a nice job by McFadden to keep that ball out of his hands.
And kind of forces the issue a little bit. And
very close play. McFadden had to go up in the air with Bagleton to try and keep that one down. And he almost actually came up with the ball.
Jake Mayer had pressure in the pocket, really couldn't extend and lean into it and underthrew it.
He kicked away again as it's 3rd and 7.
On third down, you have to send it down to a guy wearing number 3, and he has
Jerry and Grant Lee run another one.
Arian Grant awaits.
There it comes. The kick is up. Grant going to fetch this around the 10.
Punt return.
He's going to go the opposite way. This time he runs into the crowd.
7.
Nowhere to go.
On a 41
He picks up just a couple.
yards net for the Calgary Stampeders.
The Argos
flipping field position.
get the ball back.
And the Argonauts offense.
Let's see
will
what
have to earn
Arbuckle's
it.
going to do this time around, as they have that 3-point lead with 5:10 left to go in the third quarter. What a great game. This has been a lot of fun. This is what I love about the Canadian Football League. Now, if you're watching for the first time, if you're just joining us, if you're not familiar with the Canadian game, we'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. If there's certain rules or certain questions you have about the CFL, let us know and we can help you out. Of course, we are a hometown fan. We love our Argonauts. We are from the Toronto area, and so we do what we can. OW, what's going on? Calgary selling. Calgary, I'm blown away. You know, if they played like this all season, they would not be 0-4 on the road. I mean, man, the Calgary's defense is strong. They have been looking mighty strong. Mayer, 23 of 29 now, 229 yards. He's throwing the ball and he's throwing it well. His longest, 38 yards. Putting Arbuckle to shame, who's sitting 11 for 17 right now. The Argos starting to get the mojo going, though. How can they turn this around? Can they fend off the strong Calgary team? We saw in the fourth quarter, Calgary came out of nowhere to absolutely dominate the double blue. Can the Boatmen keep their minds set on this game? XI, why do they punt on third down? So the Canadian Football League, they only have 3 downs, where in the NFL, they got 4 downs to go 10 yards. In the Canadian League, they only have 3 downs to go 10 yards. So that's why the punt is on the 3rd. You get essentially 2 downs, really, to get there, and then you make that decision on the 3rd. Are you punting, or are you going to go for it and risk the turnover?
Players, ex-players that are
that's one of the big differences between the Canadian and American. Hand over, Argo's going to run it up. They're going to pick up about 5 here.
You requested it at the end of the first half, Matty. They meet up
if they can't make
the
a field goal.
That's
right. If they're too far, if they're close enough for a field goal, obviously they go for the 3 points. But if they're too far back and they can't hit the field goal, they do punt. Most field goal kickers, you know, if they're about 40 or 50 yards out, that's a long field goal. Most of them can hit that range, though. Anything beyond that usually is a punt situation. Now, the Canadian Football League field is longer. It is also wider. Arbuckle back. He's going deep again. Toronto has to turn around to go up to get it. They cannot. It comes down, but a flag on the play. We could be getting a defensive pass interference here.
Yeah, pretty good battle, and this should show you
the field's 110 yards.
Arbuckle play action got
it's 55 on each side, and it's a little bit wider than the NFL field. Also, the uprights in the Canadian Football League are at the front of the end zone versus the back. And it is defensive pass interference. That will result in a first down for the Argonauts.
One-on-one.
And this will move all the way down to the Calgary zone. Oh, yes. He's got a hand on Coxey's arm. Got a good grip there. You can't do that.
30-yard gain via penalty here for the Argonauts.
30-yard gain on the penalty for the Argonauts.
Left arm of Demonte Coxey couldn't get to the football.
Robertson grabbing the arm,
the play for the
not
Argonauts.
allowing him to go up and get that football.
An injured offensive lineman.
You can't do that.
No way.
Welcome in if you're just joining us.
Yeah.
We do have an injured Argonaut down on one knee. Can't see who that is.
The timing of the throw wasn't so much the accuracy of the throw.
It's like these trainers
out there and your receiver
feeling around the back of the neck area. You never like to see
having a chance to settle down and make a play. And he had to attack, and he was out of position, grabbed the left arm. But it was the timing of the throw, and Nick Arbuckle showing his arm strength to get it out there. Not the most accurate throw, but a timing throw that helped his receiver out make a play.
And Isaiah Cage is the injured Argonauts offensive lineman down behind the play, their left tackle. So they were using some different personnel packages with Dylan Giffen and Landon Rice, both tackle-type bodies in the game, and looks like a tweak on the neck there for the big man, 6'4", 313 in his 6th year in the CFL.
Dinner's ready. You see that coming to the table. It's like, oh man, I don't think we got enough. Right? It's like good to see him walking off on his own power.
So Ryan
Hunter. Never want to see anybody potentially hurt.
Looks like he's going to.
So 4:02 or 4 minutes now left to go in the third. Argos have the ball up at midfield.
They'll play 1st and 10 after the defensive pass interference against Trey Roberson.
This time they're going to fake the run. They're going to pass it up to the line of scrimmage and pick up about 6 or 7 before sliding it out of bounds.
Arbuckle is going to be running down the sideline.
That's a good idea.
So a nice little run here.
Welcome back, David. Davis.
Arbuckle starting to use a little bit of Calgary strategy here. These tosses along the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 3 for the Argos. They're going to hand this one over. And that's going to be run up the middle. Kadeem Carey going to pick up a couple of yards. First down, Argos.
Pound it up inside, move the sticks.
That's exactly what they needed to do.
That's like stealing right there.
Now, if you're just coming in and joining us, for those that are in the chat, you are earning points just by being here. You can bring up Argo graphics, Stampeder graphics to cheer along your favorite teams.
This one in the turf and lives to play on 2nd
Arbuckle
down.
going to put this one down. Incomplete pass. So it'll be 2nd and 10 Argos now. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third.
Yeah, Hicks is standing right here, and he's quick.
What a back and forth third quarter this has been.
Vernon Adams a couple weeks ago from the first level, then they had
but
Judge from the second level.
He
just gives you an idea just how quick
the
he
throw
is.
To the sideline for an incomplete
well
pass.
Positioned on that defensive play.
18-15, Toronto over the Stampeders in the rematch, home at home.
2nd and 10.
5 receivers for Arbuckle.
Snap.
Steps up
Arbuckle in trouble. He throws it away over the middle. It's going to be caught. They got to get to the first down line. They're going to be short.
32. And we'll see
It's
where
going to
they
be
spot
3rd
it.
and 1, I believe.
Just shy.
The Argos have to make a decision here.
Just dump it underneath and hope your receiver, veteran
Going to
receiver,
spread this one up the middle. They've been
Daniels, can
pretty
make a
good
play.
on
He certainly does.
3rd down conversions or 2nd and short conversions.
Arbuckle quick to the line.
And Arbuckle's going to run this one over. The whistles are going like crazy. We got a flag
someone
down.
lined up offside.
Somebody's offside.
Legal procedure. The tight end was not set prior to the ball being snapped. Toronto, that was 24. This is a 5-yard penalty. It remains 3rd down.
For a legal procedure, Toronto 5-yard penalty. That's going to push them back to 3rd and 6. They're saying the ball was not set prior to the snap.
Andre Pooh alerted us to. 15. Just never gave himself a chance.
3rd and 6 looks like they're going to pull the offense off the field here. The Calgary 38.
Now to McMahon, makes his way off.
They're going to set it up.
Knocked it down from 41.
Hillararhu.
This one comes from 45
He's going to go for it, a 45-yard field goal attempt.
Considerably since Rene Paredes had a
Here's the kick. It's up. It's looking good. It's got the legs, and it's through. Field goal for the Argonauts. Hillararhu, the name that I can never pronounce, goes and putting it in. So for the Argonauts, who have been behind, managed to come back, and they are ahead now 21-15. So great job there by the Argos. 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see what Calgary has for the end of this.
I think so. That should carry over.
Man, the 4th quarter is where the Stamps absolutely dominated. 1 week ago. Let's see what they have. They fake the handoff, throwing it again behind the line of scrimmage. Calgary running into a little battle at the line and getting taken down. Logan, no yardage, maybe 1.
Kind of really broke up that play. Just kept fighting off the tackler. Left of your screen and watch him just keep fighting.
Boy, the Calgary game has certainly changed up here from what it was in the first half.
With Ishmael Hyman on him, and he makes the tackle kind of like with his backside, just continuing to fend out. That's a heck of a play by Benji.
1:10. Now there's no rush because their possession will carry on into the 4th quarter. Time elapsed.
On 2nd and 8.
Here's the snap in motion, flags on the play again. Going way downtown, running for it, and it's caught. No, it's dropped. Oh, boy.
McFadden does a push-up or 2.
McFadden stripping that away from Hyman. If Hyman caught that, he's gone.
Toronto number 7, 5-yard penalty will replay 2nd down.
So it is a 5-yard penalty on Toronto. So it's going to be a repeat 2nd down. So it's going to be 2nd and 3rd. Instead of 2nd and 8, an offside call there.
And then he's going to chunk it. And right here, here's your number, here's your gap. Just go get it.
But boy, oh boy, again, Mayer going way downtown. This kid has a cannon. And McFadden doing a good job on Hyman to not let him come up with that ball. Here's Calgary. They're going to hand it off, trying to run it up. And they get close, but not enough.
And Tommy
so it's
Stevens
going
is already
3rd
on the
and
sideline
2.
for the Stamps.
Or they're going to give him 3rd and 1. Looks like 3rd and 1.
You know, those are explosive plays.
Calgary is going to bring in Stevens here. They're going to try and sneak this one in, push the ball over the line.
I'm sure they'd like to duplicate what they had last week, but that was really close to
how they've been using
right there in that free shot downfield.
Tommy Stevens, the backup quarterback, who's coming in all the short yardage situations. He's got a little bit more size to him. There's the snap, and I think the Argos, did they stop him? They did temporarily, but he falls over the pile, and that should be a 1st down.
As the short yardage crew for the Calgary.
So the Argos had him stopped momentarily, but the size just falls over the top of the pile. That's going to end up being a 1st down Calgary as quarter number 3 comes to an end when they return from commercial break. The 4th quarter begins here at BMO Field in Toronto. as the Argonauts have climbed out of a hole and now have a nice little lead here, 21-15. They are hanging on. If you're just coming in, welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. If you're watching on replay, just scrolling through, my name is Sam. Thank you for joining us. Hit that thumbs up button. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe as well. We really do appreciate it as we continue to build our Canadian Football League coverage. Of course, we are from Canada. We are a Toronto-based channel. We love our Toronto sports. However, Blue Jays are, even though they did okay tonight, we're not a fan. We're a little angry with the Blue Jays right now. But coming up in 64 days, Toronto Maple Leaf in the NHL season kicks off. Can't wait. We will have all your hockey coverage all season long, from puck drop straight through to the Stanley Cup being handed out. We will have all your favorite teams covered here on the channel. Your number one stop for hockey play-by-play. So thanks for being here. Also, make sure to share us out. Tell your friends about us. Share us out on your social circles, Facebook, Instagram, Discord, Reddit, wherever you hang out. And of course, we are on all those platforms as well. So feel free to follow us, join our Facebook page, our Instagram page, hit those follows. And of course, we are on Twitter as well. So thanks for following us on all major social platforms. We appreciate it. And we look forward to getting to know you. Yeah, Jonathan, 7:30 start. Usually Toronto gets the 7 o'clocks, but a little half an hour later tonight, 7:30 start.
At home, what are you looking
They're
for
just
going
coming
into the
back,
final?
of course. They played last week in Calgary, this week here in Toronto.
In that third quarter,
in Calgary, the Stampeders found a way to come back from being behind in the fourth quarter to win. Toronto has come back here in this game. Will Calgary find a way to come back again? Calgary is 0-4 on the road this season. Toronto, they have been dominant against the West teams. They have a win streak going against Western Conference teams, and they've been winning a lot here at BMO Field. So a lot on the line for both teams, both these groups, 4-4 on this season.
Settle down here.
Here we go. Calgary going to throw it to the line of scrimmage. They're going to throw, run us up, first down and more. Bringing it to the Toronto Argonauts.
I mean, I've really enjoyed watching him kind of find his game this year in space, and he's showing you his ability
nice
to
little toss and a lot of yards after the reception.
In space and making people
curling
miss.
inside a couple key blocks.
Right there, felt it underneath and just
nice
jumped right over the
job
top.
there, 16-yard run. Helping
out his teammate, coming back, and McFadden, Metier being blocked, coming off and making a late tackle.
Barnes with 2 catches today. The Toronto 43, first and 10.
Stands in,
going deep again.
Barnes, did he find a way to dig it out of the turf? No, they'll say incomplete.
They're going to say incomplete pass. Barnes went down, tried to hang on to it, could not do it.
Wide side of the football field, back shoulder,
second
tries to hit him.
For the Stampeders.
He felt a little pressure there. You can see he couldn't step into it.
Barnes very close to making that catch.
Pretty close.
He got his hands on it, but just couldn't control it when he hit the ground.
Led the NCAA in interceptions when he was at Florida State. Tavares McFadden has had
second and 10 from the Toronto 43. Calgary making a push here.
On second and 10,
here's the snap. Argos trying to get in on him. Can't there over the middle again. Another first down. And more. Take him down. Argos letting him run all the way. He's dragging 3 Argonauts to the 5, to the 4, to the 3. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Hey, Argos, do you know how to tackle somebody? 41-yard play. Bagleton wheeling his way with 3 Argonauts draped around his waist and on his back. Just walks them all the way down. Holy moly.
Everybody would be tacklers saying, come on, let's go for a ride.
Somebody take him down. Nobody can wrap him up. Bagleton marches it all the way down. First and goal, Calgary.
This week, if you get a carry from a receiver down inside the 5-yard line, who would you trust? He said Reggie. He just leads Calgary Stampeders red.
First and goal from the 2-yard line, up and over the pile.
And Stevens is into the end zone.
And that's going to be a touchdown, but a flag on the play.
Tie things up at 21.
Defensive offside. Toronto number 2. That penalty is
Defensive
declined.
offside
Result of the play
decline.
is a touchdown.
Well, that's going to tie it up 21-21. However, Calgary will kick the extra point, and they will take the lead, assuming they make it. It'll be 22-21. So a couple big plays. They march all the way down. Calgary goes up over the field. They got stopped, but then a heads-up play. As he was leaning over, he reaches out with the football to cross the pane and gets the touchdown call.
There along with the big fellas in front of him, Reggie Bagleton, big part of that. Incredible catch and run.
Here's the single. That's going to be good. So 22-21 Stamps.
As the Stampeders take the lead.
Unbelievable.
Last week at halftime in Calgary, they were starting slow, and he said, well, it's going to be a better second half. Just watch. And then he led the revolution.
That is incredible. They're going to go to a commercial break. The Stampeders coming all the way down the field. A couple big-time throws, big-time runs, and the Stampeders regain the lead. That puts Jake Mayer 26 for 33, 288 yards. In comparison, Nick Arbuckle, 13 for 20, 138 yards. Again, the Argos not getting it done with the passing game. Kadeem Carey, only 9 carries for 43 yards. He's usually double that. The other thing, when the Argonauts, Cameron Dukes was playing, Cameron Dukes ran for 95 yards last game. Arbuckle is not running the ball. He's sitting in that pocket. So one of the things when Cameron Dukes is in is he's moving the play around. If he doesn't have an option, he runs the ball. Cameron Dukes, he could go 13 for 20 as well. Arbuckle's got to start throwing the ball. They got to start completing some passes right now, picking up some yards. Toronto is behind in this game. The clock will start to go quick. We got about 12 and a half. 12 and a half here in this fourth quarter. The Stampeders have not beat the Argonauts twice in consecutive games and back-to-back games since 2008. They are looking to do that here tonight. The Stampeders are looking to pick up their first win of the season on the road. They have not won away on the road right now. They are looking to do it, and they are strong. The Argonauts were hanging in earlier in this game. They were getting lucky. It was a wild third quarter. Fumbles, turnovers. Now, here we go. Fourth quarter magic again. The Calgary Stampeders going to go up and over the pile, reach the ball in to break the pain, and they take the lead 22-21. Still, lots of time on the clock, but the Argos have to do something. All right, here's the kickoff. Another kick return for a touchdown would be good. Is that too much to ask? They're going to keep this away from Grant. And here come the Argos. Another great return. Going to bring it all the way down to the Calgary 45, 46-yard line. Another flag. Is this coming back? Is this going to be another hold? Another big return for the Argos negated because of a holding call. Meidel with the hold, and this going to come all the way back. Instead of being at the Calgary 46, this is going to come back to like the Toronto 15 or something like that. Oh, that's brutal. So to the Toronto 15, from the Calgary would-be 46 to the Toronto 15. That's right, David. Big sigh. All caps sigh. So Arbuckle, let's see what he can do here now. Going to fake the handoff, throwing it up, almost a first down, and a big hit there. So second and a couple. Boy, that kind of sucks the life out of you a little bit when you get such a big return like that and have it all taken away. And not just once, twice in the same game. That's right, Nathan. Nathan, the Argos got to get back on that scoreboard. They need some points for you. Welcome in if you're just joining us. 2nd and 2, snap, fake the handoff again. Arbuckle, terrible play call. They're going to lose a ton. The Calgary defense was reading that all the way. Horrible play call here by the Argonauts. That's going to go to 3rd and 4. Didn't like that play call at all. You threw it right to the crowd on the field. In a blindside turnaround, you run right into it. Oh, my goodness. So the Argos are going to have to kick this one away. 3rd and 4 on your own 21. You can't risk it at this point. So the Argos snap it back. Now they're going to kick this one. Got at the Calgary 38. Going to run this up. Just picking up a few. So they're going to start about the 45. Yeah, Chris, they're looking good right now. Calgary looking real solid. So they're going to go to commercial break. 10.5 to go. Argos need to beat them by 2 field goals. Oof. 2 field goals. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. CX, that's right. There's no 4th down. In Canadian Football League, it's total of 3 downs. So usually your first down is going to be a run or a pass across. 2nd down is whatever to try and get to that first down marker. And then, yeah, if you're 3rd down, time to kick it away. That's one of the fun parts about the game, right? It makes things move real quick, but it also means your play calling has to be spot on. How's it going, Davis? Welcome in. That's right, no 4th downs. That's why play calling is so important. If you call a bad play on your first down, boy, it puts a lot of pressure on that second. And if you have a short yardage situation or you're going for it on 2nd down and you completely botch your play, well, it's brutal. Just brutal. But that's what makes it fun, right? So the Canadian Football League, no 4th down. They only play 3. The field, instead of being 100 yards like the NFL, it's 110 yards. So it's a little bit longer. Plus the field is wider. It's longer across. The uprights that you can kind of see on the graphic here below, the uprights are at the front of the end zone instead of the back of the end zone. And of course, the CFL balls are thicker. They're bigger balls, wider around. So it's tough. You can see it's a lot wider than the NFL balls. So few key differences for the Canadian Football League, and they're small, but it makes a big difference. All right,
Like that for the
let's see what they're going to do
too.
here.
Deflection our way.
Calgary set with the ball.
Hands. Big plays.
Here's a snap looking downfield. The Argos are coming a long pass across the middle. Too low. That's going to skip through. Celebrate finishing my college exams. There you go, David. Congratulations.
Receiver and Ishmael Hyman.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he's coming across the middle.
That's a big deal.
Slow developing route. Got to get depth, get past the linebackers.
I hope you did well on your exams.
Turns Metier around.
Now you can rest up.
Jake is waiting. Watch him. Waiting. He's waiting.
Chris, it is, but it's not. It's very different. Guys aren't as big as they are in the CFL. There's a lot more motion.
2nd and 10.
Right, in the football league, your receivers are in motion before the ball is snapped. Interception, Argos. Argos pick it off. They're running downfield. 20, 10. Oh boy, touchdown, Argos. Pick 6. Wow. Argos, that is huge. There you go. Now we're talking. Pick 6, the interception and running it back. So on that, are they as good as the NFL? So the guys are smaller. There's a lot more motion.
It's
a very different game. You know, years ago when Ricky Williams had his little hiatus from the NFL, he came up and played here in the Canadian Football League. And a lot of people said, hey, Ricky Williams is one of the best running backs in the NFL. He's going to blow open this league. He didn't. He played well, but he wasn't as dominant as people thought. Because it's just a different style of game. I had a chance to talk with Ricky Williams when he was up here. And I asked him, I said, you know, Ricky, what is the biggest difference between the Canadian game and the... Hang on, the Argos going for 2 again here. They're going to hand it off and run it in, and the Argos, the 2-point conversion. So now a Calgary touchdown can only tie it up and get another smart play call. So Ricky Williams said the biggest difference is in the NFL, when you have a play call and there's going to be a hole in the line on a certain spot, the hole is there. The guys are going to force that hole, it's there. So you know if you're going up and cutting left and going through the line there, it's there. He said in the CFL, with all the motion and the movement, when you have a play to go through the line, that line is fluid. That line is really moving. And so where you expect there to hole to be, it may not necessarily be there. So when you get that ball as a running back, you have to make that decision very quickly where you're going to go. So he said it's a very, very different game than the NFL, which I thought was very, very cool. So the Argos coming in here, the interception for the touchdown and the 2-point convert now makes it 29-22. So that's really, really good. And again, calling the 2-point convert, heads up play calling. That means if Calgary scores a TD, it's going to force a tie so the Argos won't fall behind. So very strategic right here in what they're doing. Wow, this game has everything. If you're just joining us, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to our coverage. We appreciate you being here. Thanks to those that have hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, give it a click. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, kindly consider hitting that subscribe button. We are 8 subscribers away. 8. That's this many. One more than a touchdown. Actually, with the 2-point convert, that's 8 points. We need 8 subscribers to hit 24,200. So if you haven't subscribed, we would appreciate it. All right, they're just coming back from commercial break. This has been wild. And a great interception. You've seen big interceptions go both ways. Calgary had an interception towards the end of the first half. It wasn't for a touchdown, but their second play after that ran it in. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Appreciate that. I got peanut butter cups. Dallas breaking out the peanut butter cups. All right, the Argos going to kick this one off. Hopefully they're lucky peanut butter cups. Calgary returning across the 30 to the 40. Flag down, taken down around the 34. We got a flag down. Some big conversations happening on field position with one stepping in to break them up. So let's see what this flag is going to
one pick 6.
Return. Illegal block in the back. Calgary. 10-yard penalty. First down, Calgary.
So illegal block in the back against Calgary.
Against Saskatchewan. Took it to the house.
So that's going to come back and be 10 yards.
That was timely right there. Big time momentum changer.
Illegal block. Physicality certainly picking up.
Penalty puts Calgary deep in their own hole.
Go back to the Calgary 28.
Right here, Toronto said,
first and 10. We got 9:20 to go here in the
fourth quarter, like we saw last week.
Start that clock. Let's go.
Between these two teams.
Yeah, it is.
It's so similar in the structure, the way they call games,
Argos
the way they operate.
ahead by 7.
Players.
There's the snap. Calgary's going to hand it off. Great run up the middle.
opposite.
Gonna get it up
offensive
to-
line as they create some room out to the
Well, didn't get as
30-yard
much
line.
as
About 8.
originally
A lot of eye
thought.
candy going on here. You know, a lot of motion.
Let's see what they're
pre-snap
gonna
by
give them, where they're gonna
receivers and
spot
running
this.
back.
Looks like 8 yards.
all
Okay, so
over,
that was
and
pretty good.
a really nice job of getting your eyes
8
right.
yards, 2nd and 2. Calgary
Robert
looking to keep their
Priester,
drive
first man
alive.
there, slowed him up a little bit. Got some help from John Jones, and otherwise, you know, that play was designed
time
to
on the
really
clock
limit
here.
the number of people on the back end of that play where Logan could be hidden and not touched by Priester. He's into the secondary.
Calgary
He's
setting
still
up short yardage situation as Stevens comes in. He's going to delay, doesn't get it. Denied.
Second and
It's going to be 3rd and 1
2
now.
yards to go, so he'll likely have to stay on for 3rd and 1 for Jake Mayer.
Stevens going to try and
Throwing that
push this one
interception. He's only
through.
had 1 interception.
Calgary
in the
brings
last
in
3 games. It was
Stevens,
Royce
the backup
Metier
quarterback,
of these
for all these
Argonauts
short
last week,
yardage
so
sneaks. He
back-to-back
does
weeks
have
with
the bigger
interceptions
size.
for Mayer.
Thank you so much for hitting that
and a
subscribe.
fumble earlier.
Do they go for it on 3rd often? Chris, definitely they do. The 3rd and 1s,
Mayer watching on from the sideline.
most of the time they will go for it. Most of the time, unless you're kind of pinned back real close. But in these situations, especially this late in the game, yes, they're going for it. And they're going to sneak. They're going to get taken down. Oh, my God. Disaster for the Stampeders. What a play by the Argonauts.
5-yard line.
They're going to regain possession down at the 25-yard line. They took the ball. Tommy Stevens has done this a few times. Instead of going up over the pile or under, he delays, holds back, and tries to curl. The Argos caught him this time. Stevens delayed, tried to run to the left. There's that Hawley breaking through and forcing Stevens back, taking him down. It's going to count as a sack, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Stevens wanted a face mask call. The hand did come up. It knocked him in the face mask. He didn't grab it. So no face masking call here. Turnover on downs. Toronto, they're going to pick it up. Ralph Hawley with a spectacular play. So the Argonauts now position on the Calgary 25. And Arbuckle's going to go deep on the first play. Caught in first down, Argos.
Great coverage by Kobe Williams, but Polk somehow came away
Wow,
with it.
Polk going upstairs, grabbing that one. Dina, hello there.
This is one of those balls that I'm talking about. He likes to try to fit in there, and it gets him in trouble.
Arbuckle sitting in that pocket. He's going to throw it over to Polk. Polk with the hand underneath his arm still manages to catch that ball and come down with it, even with that arm underneath.
That's tight coverage by Kobe Williams, and even better catch by Polk.
Even with the Polk touchdown from earlier tonight, no receiver
down to the
on these
Calgary
Argonauts has more
13,
than 2
first and
touchdowns
10
this
Argos.
season. Incredibly balanced.
They're going to fake, throwing it to the line of scrimmage. It's caught to the 10.
From behind, Bentley Sanders.
So it'll be second down. 2nd and 6.
That man right
The
there.
Argos looking to strike.
Drop his arm. People in his face. Sling it on him.
Good job. The receiver had to reach back behind him to haul it in. He did a nice job on that catch for sure.
In his face. Accurate
Here we
throw.
go. 2nd and 6. What are they going to do?
Ball by Arbuckle. We'll see if he can deliver once again.
6
or will
minutes
they
left to go.
To the former Stampeder.
Arbuckle now 17 for 25, 160 yards. In motion. There's the snap. He's looking. He's looking. He goes right. He's running right. He's still looking. He's going to throw it to the end zone. Nobody
It's not a
home.
bad miss, though. You know, you like to see the
So again, that's a situation
not a bad miss
where
because
Cameron Dukes probably would run the ball.
and you don't want to force
Arbuckle
it, but he just misses
doesn't
it.
run the
Bottom
ball.
of
Instead,
line,
he throws it to an
you're
empty
gonna see
spot.
him
That falls
right
in.
here coming off the
Incomplete, so it's
edge.
going to be
That's
3rd and
Bowders
6.
bringing it.
And he had
can
room.
scoot.
He had a long room. A
Arbuckle
lot of room.
feels
He
it.
could have run that.
Like I said, you roll out Liram Haralahu here, get you 3 more,
So Hiralahu
go up 10.
going to put it up for the field goal. The
Argo
Argos
take it. That's
can't
points on
convert.
turnovers
Right
right there.
field position. He's
He's
2 for 2
but
today.
it certainly helps in the momentum continuing in
It's gonna be a
Toronto's
chip
favor
shot,
here in the fourth
16
quarter,
yarder.
unlike last week. They were up by 17 and then lost to these Stampeders.
There's the
Haggerty
snap.
puts
The
it
kick
down.
is up, and that one is through the uprights.
Tags another 3 on the board.
So 32-22. Argos up by 10. We're down to 5.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Boy, oh boy. Home and home series. Last week, it was the Calgary Stampeders coming back in spectacular fashion to beat the Argonauts. Here today, it's the Argonauts coming back to take the lead as JDA throwing some throat punches there. Battling the way the Argos have battled here in this game. It has been spectacular. If you're just coming in and joining us, welcome to the show. Welcome to the last 5.5 minutes. The Argos and Stampeders. Stamps with the ball at the Calgary 40. Snap over the middle, picking up 5, 6, 7. First down, Calgary and more. Philpott
finally
driving across that line of scrimmage.
To the turf after Tavares McFadden had a hold of his leg.
Again, the Calgary Stampeders are 0-4 on the road. They have not won a game on the road this year. They are looking to do that. The Toronto Argonauts have won 12 of their last 13 games at BMO Field. The Argos playing really well at home, and here's a run. Another first down and more to the 40, to the 30, and forced out of bounds. Big run there for the Calgary Stampeders. Toronto also has won 8 in a row at home against Western Conference teams. Logan with a big run here for the Stamps. The Argos playing really well on home turf, trying to continue it going. Stamps are back at the Toronto 31, over the top, incomplete.
Nearly intercepted. Pierce and Priester look at each other and say, one of us should have grabbed it.
Very, very close. If you're just coming in, thank you. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for us. And of course, consider hitting that subscribe.
Obviously, Priester having a really good football game.
Quick playing here by the Stamps, trying to use that clock, but going up the middle, a little blown play there. Mayers now 28 for 38, 305 yards.
Got away with one right there, Jake. Better make it count.
Arbuckle for the Argos, 17 for 25, 160 yards. Here's the play over the middle again. This time it's caught, but just a couple over the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. So the question is, do they go for it here with a lengthy way, or do they go for a quick 3?
Dickinson is doing.
Let's see what Dave Dickinson and Stamps coach is going to call. Mayer's coming off, so they're going to go for the field goal.
Do a lot of laundry after the game.
The 1,000-game mark.
So 3rd and 6, the Stamps going to put one up.
As he watches on, and
Carde tonight is 0 for 1. He missed from the 35-yarder. Ball picked up in a gust of wind and hit the upright, hit the post. He dropped down, did not go through.
As whistles and Andre Proulx with the call.
Timer, please reset the game clock to read 3 minutes and 58 seconds.
Wow, so they put 12 seconds back on the clock. 12 seconds put back on the clock.
Cody Grace will hold. Rene Paredes.
Paredes is set.
Earlier on this evening. This one comes from 33 yards away. Nice hold.
It's up. That is easy. You know what? He almost missed it left again.
Makes good.
But that one goes through. So it's 32-25. Again, a 7-point lead here for the Argos. A touchdown for Calgary will tie this one up.
We talked about George Hopkins.
So this is not game over yet, folks.
Calgary, I don't know, 50-plus years.
How many rush yards Logan has? Logan has 10 carries for 54 yards. He does have a touchdown.
Taking care of these fellas.
Peyton Logan, 10 carries for 54 yards. Logan also has 4 receptions for 39 yards.
Icons of the game themselves, albeit off the field.
But with that, with the 39 yards, he has 17 yards after the carry. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Here's the snap. Take the handoff, throwing it to the line of scrimmage. Argo's going to run it up near side, picking up about 9. And a flag on the play again.
Right in 83's ear. I think he heard him, too.
Lots of flags
Coach
right
is
now.
saying he didn't agree with it.
Yards being gained, holding Toronto number 86.
86 is the first man right here.
It remains set first down.
Got the
So
right arm
first
across
down.
his chest.
Remains first down. This is going to move them back. It's going to be
Richard
first
Danny
and
checks
20.
into the game. Kevin Mittal stands.
First and 20. Dan,
on
how's
the
it going?
sideline.
Welcome.
Now
in.
will make his way to the Argonauts bench. Demario Houston, his 4th interception. Already
so first
here
and
this
20,
evening,
time
he had a
keeps on
5th.
ticking.
That would be a big
Down to
one try and
3:15.
steal even more momentum back in a
Stampeders need a touchdown to tie. Argos have the ball right. And they're eating up all the clock they can.
Calls it in. First and 20.
Here's the snap. They're going to run this one up the middle.
Try and get half of it back.
Nice little run.
Picks up about 8.
Second and 12.
You know, he talked about this
8
after the
yards
game
here.
and the way he called the fourth quarter. You know, he's thinking about those things right now, these important play calls he's having to make.
Dean Carey's got
a good one here late. Janarian Grant into the
11
end zone
carries
earlier.
for 54 yards. So that's starting to make its way. The Argos trying to close this one out, unlike what they did 1 week ago, and they're doing a good job of it. This has been a back and forth game. If you've missed most of the game, if you've missed the scoring, it has been so bizarre, but it has been a whole lot of fun. This is how it's broken down. The game started in the first quarter with a punt that ended up going through the end zone for a single. Calgary took a 1-0 lead. Arbuckle then passed it over to Polk for 22 yards for the score. Toronto then led 7-1. Jake Mayer throws it in to Eccles for a touchdown. So the end of the first quarter, Calgary with an 8-7 lead. In the second quarter, Peyton Logan rushed it in for a 2-yard touchdown, giving Calgary a 15-7 lead to end the first half. Crazy turn of events as Toronto was marching all the way downfield, but they threw an interception, and then Calgary scored that TD. To start the third quarter, Toronto with the field goal attempt, 41 yards. It's good, makes it 15-10. Then touchdown. A punt return, 86 yards. Jerry and Grant with the TD makes it 18-15. Then another field goal for the Argos with 2 minutes left in the third quarter makes it 15-21. Going into this fourth, a Calgary touchdown. Tommy Stevens rushed it in, makes it 22-21. Then Jake Mayer's pass was intercepted. It was returned for an Argonaut touchdown by Amos, 29-22 Argos. Another field goal for the Argos makes it 32-22. Then moments ago, Paradis gets a field goal for the Stamps, making it 25-32. And that's where we find the score right now. So back and forth action, end to end. It has been wicked and wild in the Argos right now with possession, but the Stampeders trying to get this ball back. Under 3 minutes to go. That was a 3-minute warning. Under 3 minutes to go, Argos snap. It's 2nd and 12. Arbuckle going sideline route deep. It's caught. And the Argos going to pick up a first down as they step out of bounds. Nice throw by Arbuckle.
On the season.
Unbelievable.
Makes a big grab, but man, Nick
that is a big play.
Delivering.
Yeah,
he's now 18 for 26. He had to get that one in.
Oh no, that wasn't Hauser. That was Rose. Mike Rose took
a nice throw here and a nice catch. Just taking it right in the pocket, dropping it in there, getting the first down, and more extending this drive. But more importantly, eating up that clock. Unger in the third with the catch. Down to the Calgary 51. We're on the Calgary side of the field now. Argo's going to snap. They're going to run this one. Can't go anywhere. Oh, staying on his feet. He's still going. He's still going. He's still going. What a run. Kadeem Carey channeling his inner Pinball Clemens, bouncing around by the line of scrimmage, staying on his feet, continuing past that first down and more. Run, Forrest, run! Kadeem Carey, great rush there. That puts Carey up to 79 yards, 25 yards on the rush. 79 yards on the day.
His teammates.
Kadeem Carey broke the dollar bill in terms of carries last week.
Is the word
over 100
of the day today.
And that is the very first run of 20 yards or more for Kadeem Carey on this season. 26 yards.
Earned every bit of those.
Here we go. 1st and 10 again from the Argos. Calgary 26. Every play they're bringing this clock down. Carey's going to run this one again. Another first down. And he's taken down.
The ground game salting away at the end of this one.
This time it's McMahon getting in on the action. He's going to run this one up the chute, picking up 11 yards.
Just mixing it up.
Nice fake here. McMahon driving it over. You're just coming in. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the game.
Fresh legs.
Make sure you tap that thumbs up button for us. We'd appreciate it.
Riding a little bit right there.
We are 6 subscribers away from 24,200.
Yeah, Judge was banged up
You're
during
a
the 3-minute
football fan,
warning
you
as
wanna
well.
hang out with us some
Took
more?
a knee once again, so
Kindly
he heads to
consider
the
hitting that
sideline.
subscribe.
They'll send in Micah Tights to the ball game, make some other substitutions as well.
2:04 to go.
Toronto
has it down at the
15-yard
Calgary
line.
15-yard line.
Really punctuate this one with Nick Arbuckle playing against. He's got lots of former teams, but really the team where he became the sought-after free agent, the one that Ottawa wanted, and then moved to Toronto, and then bounced around Edmonton, and then
it should seal the deal.
to Toronto.
But stranger things have happened in the world of the CFL.
Timer, please reset the game clock to read 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
So they're resetting it again, putting 4 seconds back on.
Going on. The clock. Marshall. You know Calgary is thinking turnover here. They gotta
Calgary wants to do whatever. If you're Toronto, you just put the ball on the ground.
Get the football away from Toronto here. And the next 2 downs. Field goal will hurt you right here.
Daniel Adeboboye into the ball game.
Argos are set.
Into it, and the Argos bench just saying, hey, we got work to do here. Quiet down for a second.
And they are. They're going to hand it off. They're going to run this to the line of scrimmage and more, picking up about 5 or 6, almost the 10-yard line.
James Waters around his legs, the bottom of the pile.
Coxie hasn't been involved much in this game.
It's good tackle.
He's got 1 reception, 17 yards for Coxie.
A little late there by
I think
Micah,
that one
but
catch came starting the second half, if I recall. I'd like to see them use Coxie
down
more.
right here.
Yeah, 1 reception, 17 yards.
Get this football back. Bowders.
Adeboboye coming in here. He's going to run the ball as well.
More fresh legs.
Second and 5. We got some whistles here.
Down on the
1
sidelines,
second
and now more whistles
on the clock. Toronto's going to call
Maybe
a
didn't
timeout.
like the look that they were getting, or wanted to talk things over a little bit more with 1:40 remaining and give Kadeem Carey some time to check back into the ball game. That 26-yard rush took a lot out of him.
Very
take a couple of plays there.
strategic set here.
Not a bad idea. Spread the load, fresh legs. You got McMahon, you got Adeboboye in there, and now with 1 second on the clock, they called a timeout. Took it all the way down as far as they could.
As we see Dave Gatza, 250th game in the Canadian Football League. Congratulations to Dave.
There we go, Dave.
How many yards did you need from
to see him? And
some
3 great cuts to be exact.
Some at the airport a couple weeks ago. Just headed down, had a little vacay. In the meantime, hit that 250.
All right, Arbuckle is set.
Congratulations.
1:40 on the clock. Second and 5 from the Calgary 10.
Tries to close it out. Second down and 5.
Here's the run. That's going to be spinning around. First down. Touchdown, Argos. Kadeem Carey spinning it around. He's going to run this one in. Argos with the touchdown. That should seal it. 50. Oh, wow. Yeah, if I would have saw Coxie with 50, I don't think he would have gotten over that.
Yeah, a couple
they
of
don't
plays
use him a
off,
ton.
and he's into the mix, breaks Judge's tackle.
Nice move, a little spin move, running it in, a jump in, and a big shimmy at the end from the one and only Kadeem Carey.
Great night. Bouncing back after only
13 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown. And the extra point is up, and it's good. Finally, the Argos don't need to go for 2. 39-25. Calgary has to find a way to get 2 scores, 2 touchdowns in this last minute and a half.
On a short week, he's got plenty of juice left here late in the 4th.
Need a redeem shake and bake.
He's just being a professional.
Well, I got the redeem shimmy. That's probably as close as we'll get to the shake and bake.
Up front. Well, they like that drive. Thank you, Coach Dinwiddie. Appreciate you putting it on our shoulders.
It's a great show by the Argos.
We do best, and that's go run people over.
Again,
Open it
still
up for
time
2-5.
left on the clock.
Yes, sir. Mattel has had his
Clutch.
issues tonight. He's certainly thankful for
Chances
that one.
are
putting him
slim.
up by 14.
Great game here for Kadeem Carey.
Kevin plays 70 yards in just over 2 minutes. Punctuated
Michael
by Kadeem
and Bagleton.
Carey as
All right,
Nick
let's see.
Arbuckle goes and has a
Reggie
discussion with
Bagleton,
Makai
6
Polk and
receptions,
Demonte Coates, the
88
offensive line,
yards.
talking it over after
American Michael, he's
Dominic
got
Brown
3
closed that out.
receptions for
Isaiah Cage out of
46
his
yards.
uniform there on the sideline. You see him
For Michael,
cut off
46,
shirt.
Beagleton
Starting left tackle here
with
tonight.
88.
Didn't finish, but stepped up from some of the reserves on this
You know,
roster.
Beagleton, he traditionally has been averaging about 40 yards a game, but these 2
Glad to
games
see
against
those guys
Toronto,
smiling
he really has played well.
after getting the job
Been a
done tonight.
core component for it. All right, here comes Calgary with the ball. They're going to run this right up the middle. Huge hit and stopped, and we got flags on the play.
The Argonauts coverage team.
Let's see what the flags are going to be.
Return, illegal block. Calgary number 97.
Illegal block on
First down.
Calgary. So
Justin
this is going to
Sambu
back up a little
has
bit.
the flag go against him here. And
So they're
Dave
going to have
Dickinson
1 minute,
looking into play
29
before the old
seconds to go the
14-point,
length of
90-second
the
flip.
field.
Right? That elusive road
Twice.
win this year.
Yeah.
So pretty much they need to score within a couple of plays, then go for the onside kick, try to recover, and score
Toronto
again.
responded after a terrible fourth
So
quarter
not
last
likely
week.
here for the
Always
Stampeders.
good to do in front of your home crowd.
Michael needs 6 yards to get you. All right, we'll see what they do.
And Toronto will move to 4.
They're going to be throwing it. They spread the field, throw to the backfield.
Logan makes the grab.
This is going to be Logan.
Drags his leg out of
He
bounds.
catches it and falls out of bounds.
There on the spot is
So they go short yardage.
some of the
That kind of
wear
surprised
and
me. I
tear
thought they
on
were
the
going to
road
go
when they set sail from
very
McMahon.
deep.
It hasn't gone well.
Yeah, that one right there.
A lot of
Turnover
turnovers for the
ratio's always
Stamps
gonna get
on
you.
the road this year.
Just clutch plays at home too, right? They find that extra gear, it seems like.
Here's the snap.
They're in Calgary.
Again, short yardage to pick up the first down, but it's in the middle of the field.
How big was the Janarian Grant return for a touchdown?
That's going to be Beagleton who makes that catch. Beagleton up to 95 yards now.
How about that? That's just like it in a nutshell right there. It's teams
115. They
defense.
got to continue to work. They got to work quickly.
Nick Arbuckle taking care of the
They're going to
football.
hand this one off, and a surprise, and there's a shoe.
Still trying to maximize his opportunity as the lone running back
So,
on the roster
Logan,
here tonight,
as he
steps out
gets
of
the
bounds
ball and he runs, his shoe
after
came
adding
off.
to his rushing
So Logan
yards
picks
on
up
the
7
evening.
yards with
As
one
Logan
shoe.
actually ran right out of his shoes.
You hear about this all the time,
That's
but you never
funny.
get to see it. We're fixing to get to see it. How do you do that? Well, we're
It was
gonna
such
show you
a
how.
sharp cut for
They gotta lace
Logan
him up.
that he steps right out of his shoe.
Wow.
You want this? You're our only running back. You're going to need that. Come here.
So Logan on the sideline getting his shoe tied up by the backup quarterback. Stevens tying that up. Here's the snap. They got to look downfield. They go across the middle. Big catch and hard tackle there as the legs kind of get taken out.
As another first
So
down.
Michael makes that
Rochelle
catch.
feeling that one tomorrow.
I like
That's going to put him up to
Man, he just, nobody just gets in there, man. He just,
57 yards from Michael.
There with a fresh set
They're
of
looking
downs.
again,
Now
going
takes a
way
shot over the
down.
top. Clark
Long
Barnes
pass,
open.
and it's caught, and they step out of bounds. What a throw.
Beautiful pass. that
Barnes
time
with a
from Jake
huge
Bear.
reception.
Clark Barnes over the
Huge
shoulder makes the
reception.
play. A big explosive for an offense that hasn't had very many.
There you
That's
go.
it
You
up.
got your times
deep
two,
outside
XI.
third. That's all you got to do.
Huge
Don't let
catch.
anybody get higher than you.
Barnes now up to 74
Sleep
yards.
with all the crossers, curls, and checkdowns on this drive.
And that's going to give, now Calgary is going to be in a position for a quick strike for the end zone at the Toronto 25.
Yeah, deep outside third there. McFadden was dropping off because nobody was in the area outside. And it was Mason over the top at deep outside third because they had cut coverage and he didn't get deep enough.
36 yards for Clark Barnes.
Everybody in motion.
3-by-3.
There they go.
The
There, looking deep. He gets it off to the end zone, and that's going to fall incomplete. Mayer is now 32 for
Jake paid the
43,
price on that
364 yards.
He let it go.
In comparison,
I
Nick
think he and his
Arbuckle for the
quarterback
Argos,
were not on the
18
same
for
page.
26
Pressure right up the
for
middle.
181.
Flow
So
coming,
Mayer
number
is doing
7
his
standing
job.
there. Yep.
He gets this one off. A nice tackle by the Argos line coming in, forcing that throw.
But those hits,
Second and 10 now.
No matter how much pain
43
you're in,
seconds
you can't
on
help
the
but look and see if you just threw an interception. That's the old quarterback rule.
Third and
You
10.
don't-
No, second and 10. That's weird.
for sure. Oh, no.
Short yardage throw, that's going to
Completion
fall
here, trying to
incomplete.
get a slip
Now
screen
it's going to be third and
into
10.
the hands of Peyton Logan. That
I
makes
only
it
knew they
third
don't
and
pass
10
the
to
Cox.
25-yard line.
I would have put less and had times 25.
Touchdown
Oh,
here, first down, but in the end zone
brutal.
somehow, outside
That
kick,
hurts.
You never know. This is the CFL.
that
Look
hurts.
at the flow.
See the wheels on Dave Dickinson turning, trying to figure out what he wants to do in this unique
So
situation.
third and 10, 39 seconds.
He's trying to give his team a chance with a touchdown, or at the very least a fresh set of downs. Rudy calls in. It's Cam Eccles and Marky Michelle to the bottom of your screen. Reggie Meggleton, Jalen Philpott, and Clark Barnes to the top.
Here's the snap. They need to score here.
Mayer
They're going to go
rips
across
this
for the
one.
first down line. They're going to be short, and the cable just went out. Oh, the
Stares
feed.
it
Oh,
down,
my God.
wishing that
I'm like,
Meggleton
why did
would
the
have been
feed go
another
out?
yard or two deep.
34 seconds to go. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Will be
The pass was short of the first down marker. First and 10, Argos. 4 turnovers for Calgary tonight, only 2 for Toronto.
So Mayer,
So with 34
as the starter
seconds,
falls
Calgary
to
has to find a way of
17
stripping
and
this
22.
ball from the Argonauts.
Arbuckle picks up and win. He moves to 10 and 15.
The Argonauts can
Got his
take a
team at
knee. They
5
can
and
run this
4, and
clock
Calgary
down.
goes to 4 and 5. Things are just tightening up in the East and the West. That's all I can say.
Metier.
Yeah.
Played another great game here tonight.
The
Made a
feed
ton
is
of
kinda
plays with
cutting
all
in and
those
out
quick
here.
receiver screens and asking the
They are.
preseason
Toronto's
come
going to
in,
snap it back.
take
They're going
bunch
to
of
take a
tackles
kneel.
that Metier has done so much of this season. As
They're
we
gonna
see
run
the
this
updated
clock.
CFL standings here in the East Division.
Toronto will end up
Hamilton
moving
set
to
take on
5 and
Montreal
4.
coming up on the CFL
1
and
point
TSN
behind
tomorrow.
Ottawa. Ottawa with the
Good game.
tie last night only picked up 1.
Veteran going against the youngster, Davis Alexander.
So
Two
Toronto
great
moving up.
defenses.
Calgary will fall to 4 and 5. They still sit 2 points behind BC. For now, Toronto after this game goes into a bye
What
week,
an effort by the
so
Argonauts
Toronto
coming home
will
by
have a
being
chance
off
to
a
rest
loss
up.
that could have broken
And that's
it
going to
down.
be it. This game is done in the books.
They led these
Calgary stays
Stampeders.
winless on the road. Toronto continues their hot streak here at BMO Field. Toronto now goes to 13 of 14 games won at BMO, and they continue 9 in a row at home against West teams. That is outstanding. Way to go, Argos. The Argos picking up the big win here. Very quickly, let's run through these stats and we'll say goodnight. For Calgary, Mayer, he goes 33 for 45, 373 yards, a TD and an interception. Rushing for the Stamps, Logan, 11 for 61 and a TD. Stevens, 4 for 10 and a TD. Philpott, 1 for 8. Receiving for the Stamps, Beagleton, 8 for 104. Barnes, 4 for 74. Michael, 4 for 57. Philpott, 6 for 45. Logan, 5 for 43. Hyman, 3 for 27. Tucker, 2 for 13. And Eccles, 1 for 10. For the Argos, Nick Arbuckle, he goes 18 for 26, picking up 181 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. Kadeem Carey, 13 for 89 yards, a TD, and a fumble. McMahon, 1 for 11 yards. Meidel, 1 for 9. Abu Dhabi, 1 for 5. And Arbuckle, 3 for 4. Receiving for the Argos, Polk goes 4 for 50, 1 TD. Daniels, 3 for 31. Carey, 2 for 22. Unger, 3 for 22. Coxey, 1 for 17. McMahon, 1 for 16. Meidel, 3 for 15. And Sindani, 1 for 8. On the defensive side, Mechie, 7 tackles for the Argos. Sopek, 7 tackles. Priester, 6 tackles, including a sack. Jones, 5 tackles. Franklin with 5, and so on and so forth. From the kicking side, Hilarju goes 3 for 3 in the field goal range. Paredes goes 1 for 2 from the field goal range. Punting, Grace goes 5 punts, 239 yards. For the Argos, Haggerty 4 for 226, his longest being 65 yards. Kick returning, Hyman goes 5 for 89 yards. Jerry and Grant goes 2 for 49 and McMahon 2 for 30. On the punt return for Calgary, Hyman goes 2 for 32, Eccles 2 for 21, and Jerry and Grant for the Argonauts 4 for 103 yards, his longest being the 86-yarder for the TD. The Argos getting this one done. When we look at the team stats, passing 333 for the Stamps, and 45 rushing. The Argos 181 and 26. All in all, not a great day in terms of overall team stats for the Argos, but they find a way to get this one done. Lucky members can gamble on two, bro. Oh, that's okay, Ben. Maybe you'll hit a gifted membership at some point. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Appreciate it. Mods, thank you so much. What a great game. For those that came in and subscribed and hit that like button, welcome to our community. Thank you for taking part with us here in the chat. We hope we'll see you again soon. The Argos are on a bye week, so no Argo game next week. To our mods, thank you. To all of our members, new and old, thank you. To our partner channel, the Florida Park Explorers, thank you for everything you do. Make sure you check them out. Maybe one day I'll get a chance to see the Argos live. Oh, David, you should. It is a blast. It is a great time. For all of us here at the Samuel B12 Experience, thank you. We appreciate you. Make sure you tell your friends, tell your family. They got to check us out. Hit that subscribe. We're 5 subs away from 24,200. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. We'll see you real soon. Good night, everybody. Let's go Argos.